Jesus. Jesus, that's a far. I'm starting the event, baby.
Our tail of the tape for this much anticipated middleweight encounter. Here is Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC middleweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC middleweight champion and the member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Anderson, the Spider Silva. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is a member of the UFC Hall of Fame, Royce Racing.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's the start of round 1. Anderson Silva and his infectious energy just permeating this building. Always a big-time feel in the arena when one of the greatest of all time is in the octagon. Anderson Silva here early round 1. Oh, and he lands another combination here, really starting to get into a striking role.
I mean, it's stringing them together so effectively.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Yes.
And now is where things could get really interesting. Now drops inside that closed guard, DC.
Full guard. Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Nice positional control here. Moving his head pretty well defensively on the ground here. Print the shirts, ground and pound. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through. Well, Silva's in half guard.
So fast, I couldn't react.
Oh, right into mount.
He's on your original platform.
He's doing a really good job putting himself in position.
Silva getting worked here from the top. Let's see if he goes for a sweep to try to get back to his feet. Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through.
Ref will help you here. Just as the referee will never take a guy out of mount, they will not take a guy off of your back. You have to get him out of his position.
Gracie's trying for a submission here.
It's tight.
I fly like paper, get high like planes. If you catch me in the
Belly down on guard.
lemonade, I'm no hit, I'm making my
Notice how he got his body all the way across to the opposite side. Now, he's in near
I
belly,
fly like
but it's
paper,
much
get
better than where he
high
was
like
before.
planes. If you catch me in the say lemonade.
Gracie's in half guard now. Good, solid strike on the ground.
This is where he wants to be. He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
Just over 2 minutes to go in round 1. Gracie's right back to the full mount. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job. Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. Gotta watch his neck.
Ooh, arm triangles in tight.
It's getting in very tight.
Alright, so Noonan's going for the
Somehow, some way, he got up.
no one's going for the sports thing, so I gotta put it as UFC 5.
Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Looks as though he will let his opponent stand back up. Yes. Oh, what a connection by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
Oh, Silver's on fire.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does. Oh, great reversal to top position by Grayson.
Damn.
All right, so you gotta be careful playing on Gracie's going for a choke. Oh, that Bond flu choke is tight.
I'll take you like you do.
Oh, he's out.
He's hitting 3 loads.
All right, inside his opponent's guard here, DC. You don't want to play around here too long.
No, you gotta either have 2 hands in or 2 hands out, or guys start to attack triangle.
Relaxa, senta aí. Respira, respira, breathe.
No.
That's right, breathe. Good. You all right? You good? Okay, look.
Wow.
Well, I'm not sure the extent to which he has recovered, but we do see the end of the round. DC, talk us through the replay.
Well, he's a tough guy. He's going to make it to the stool. He's going to survive unless you put him completely out of it.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round here. All right, so here we go with our next round. In the previous round, he rocked his opponent pretty good. We'll see if he can piggyback on that momentum.
Let's see if he can continue the onslaught, right? He had his opponent hurt real bad, but he cannot rest. He'll have to understand that a live fighter is in front of him. Otherwise, he'll fight himself on the wrong side of the eye.
So was tagging his ass.
Gracie's knee strike there is a block, so no damage inflicted. Well, he's got good hands, but the kicks are leading the dance for him tonight. Oh, tags him with the straight. Nice job there by Silva. Lands flush.
Give him Silver, give him.
Takedown defense holds up, so the head strike's starting to pile up. Oh, that's out a big move. The body will see if he can follow up. Back and forth we go.
Oh!
This fight's gonna be over.
What a great way of mixing up his attack. He didn't stay the course. He mixed it up. He went high with his opponent got him going low, and now he's got him hurt very bad.
It's a big hook. Well, I'm no fighter, but if I rock a guy to that extent, I feel like I'm closing the show.
Absolutely. You gotta go close the show if you get a guy hurt like that and not back off and take your time. He's right for the picking. Go pick the fruit.
I feel like we're gonna get a knockout.
He missed with that jab attempt there. All right, he engages in the single collar tie. That leg kick lands. Back to the single.
He passed the half guard. And look at him attack in the arm triangle on the other
shit.
side. He's gonna lock him down, try to pass all the way across his body. Once he gets across, he will start to drop his.
You gotta be kidding me, he's out. And he's back up.
So like, get your ass up.
He's really starting to land a high number of strikes here in the second round. No denying that he has taken the message from his corner and picked up the pace here in round 2. And we have passed the midpoint of the fight. All right, so he continues to attack that area above the knee, digging right into that thigh.
He's digging into the thigh. He's doing a great job of recognizing that that's something
He jabbed him in the face.
Strike lands there, and somehow his opponent's chin held up.
His opponent's chin held up.
I'm on the edge.
Receiving it of those types of strikes.
One shot was made.
And now a left. Oh, spinning back fist out of nowhere.
Hey, don't worry, I got one of those too.
Oh, you can start to see him limping a little bit after one of those leg kicks, so better make some adjustments or this fight could be over.
You don't want to show it. That's why you see fighters when they get hurt, they smile. To be limping out there tells you how damaged this guy is. And that's the danger.
Oh, he's in trouble. Royce is in trouble.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got
Gracie's going for the sub here.
Oh, he's got a
Oh, compromising
rear
spot
naked
here.
choke.
Triangle choke is locked in.
triangle choke getting very close. All he got to do now is pass that arm to the opposite side, pull down on the back of the head, and he'll get his opponent to tap.
We got him in an arm bar.
Look at him fighting. He's not going to quit on the submission attempt.
Silver got defeated.
Absolutely remarkable what this fighter was able to accomplish here tonight. As you can see, the years of repetitions in the gym to set it up and ultimately get the tap there. Great technique to set up the finish. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
We go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 37 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, Royce Gracie.
Well, the celebration is on in his corner, and hard to blame these guys, sort of waiting to exhale, get a huge win tonight, and not just the win, but they get it by submission.
They knew what they had in front of them. They knew how tough a competitor his opponent was, but they also knew that it
Oh, it was Margaret on that shit.
Our tail of the tape for this featherweight fight. All right, now for the official introductions, we go inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC
The main.
Featherweight
Oh,
division.
no, it's not the
Introducing
main
first,
event.
fighting out of the blue corner.
Let me make sure the sound is still going. Sometimes that shit be cutting out. Alright, hold on.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
All right, good to have you with us tonight as we get your early round action here featuring one Brian T. City Ortega. Might just be the poster boy
That's
of mixed
bad.
martial arts evolution when it comes to the strides he has made with his striking. Came into the UFC
go.
somewhat of a specialist when it came to his Gracie Jiu-Jitsu black belt. Now in a
Should work
kickboxing
now.
match, he can probably beat most of the best featherweights in the world. Man, these guys have some chins on them. Huge shots being landed on both sides.
he's going guillotine.
Damn, already?
Official fight. Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Making all these shots count. Well, maybe ill-advised to be competing off your back, but he's landing. Can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move with the half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements. The moment he tries to move to the next position, you build a shield, get back to your feet, or dig an underhook to try to get a reversal or a sweep.
Oh, nice transition there. You call that a reversal?
Yeah, you turn your defense into offense. Defensively, you switch position and you go right on the offensive. That's exactly what he did.
Oh, it's very good.
All right, trying to pass here. As Glover Teixeira might say, not today.
Not today. Great job of following with the hips, keeping those legs locked and keeping them in full guard. Oh, good defense, yes.
3 minutes now to go in this one.
I didn't know that. He hurt him.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of this back by T-City, Brian Ortega. Inside the closed guard now.
I mean, he went right into his full guard. What does he do to try to advance himself to give him more of an advantage on the mat? Oh, right in the mouth. Nice.
Well, that's a heck of a strike to land from bottom position. All right, feet on the hips here. All right, rubber guard for him now, DC. We haven't seen you lean on this in the octagon.
No, I can't get those legs up there. Come on, man, look at these tree trunks. They don't go up around nobody's shoulders. I like to keep my feet on the ground, and I like to grind. That's what I'm known for. But this guy has that dexterity. He has that ability to throw up the rubber guard, to be able to threaten from a position where his opponent was trying to find safety. There are many, many attacks here. Let's see which one he chooses to go after. The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Not there yet, but might get the submission here shortly. Nice job to reverse position there on the ground, and now we'll see what he can do with the dominant position. The ground strikes starting to pile up.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very...
Ortega's trying to lock up on a submission now. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Great submission defense on full display by the opponent. Gives him out here.
Well, defense doesn't always win championships in MMA, but how about the submission defense tonight, thwarting one attempt after the next?
Yeah, and the fact that he's just constantly under attack tells you he was very prepared for the type of fighter that he was in front of. He knew there would be some submissions coming his way. He was ready to defend them, and he has done that beautifully. In the half guard.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll. Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Oh, trying to pass here, but Dikembe Mutombo style, he gets denied.
Blocked! Great job blocking that pass by the bottom fighter.
Okay, you're gonna need to relax.
Smash that dude.
We get too wild. Relax. Slow it down. You're getting sloppy out there.
Oh, come on.
While we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC, a lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity,
That was so
all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fights.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. Well, if it's not broken, don't fix it. And that relationship between Brian Ortega and James Worson is as strong as a coach-fighter relationship as we have in MMA. Nice job in the boxing realm by Ortega. Big strike lands.
Big strike lands. Now he looks to try to chase down that finish.
All right.
Different round, but same approach as the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu fighter. Not
So
sure if there was
cold.
an
understand when you possess that skill, when you're so good on the ground, he's so strong in positions, he does such a great job of finding submissions. I don't know why he wouldn't spin the vast majority of the fight there. Tonight he is fighting a very confusing style of fight, and I just don't get it. Great job landing a strike from his back.
Great reversal of top position by T-City, Brian Ortega. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so that he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pound, but very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position. Changing the position.
Ortega's right back to the full mount here.
All these actions, though, these big actions got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
Relentless pressure from the top by Ortega.
The hard ground and pound is paying dividends. He has opened up a cut.
Fight back! Fight back!
Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Man is cut.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by T-City, Brian Ortega. And there it is, another strike on the ground, gets through.
Look at that. Recognizing he's about to lose position.
Oh, might be trying to set up a leg submission here. Oh, he's got that submission locked in. He's in real
John,
trouble.
it looks tight. It looks like he's going to get this.
Oh, that's got to be it.
You need to work out his position.
Oh, and he gets it.
He beat the knee by creating distance. Once you free your knee from the hips, you have a chance. This man was so good at staying calm in the face of adversity.
Orphan and half guard here, making these shots count.
There it is. Now he's going
Get
to
him.
mount.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Oh, compromising spot here. Triangle choke is locked in. Wow, belly down. This could be it. Oh, he got it.
He actually defended. Now, he's not in a great position now, but he's better off than he was before.
All right, so he continues to land a high volume of strikes. He talked to us a lot about pace and pressure, and he has certainly kept up his end of the bargain.
I mean, the cardio is fantastic tonight. He is pushing at a level that we have not seen
This
him
guy's a
fight
bloody
before.
mess.
This is shades of Colby Covington, Max Holloway, those guys that can fight all night. He is showing you that he has done the work in the training room, and it's on full display tonight.
Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Final seconds here of round two. What a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let
Forehead
it
to
all fly.
forehead, he
I'm
said.
surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. And now the jab gets through. Both fighters throwing heat now. And he connects there.
Nice right hand.
All right, so now blood is a factor. You see that he has been opened up in that eye area.
Yeah, he's got. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. Great job maintaining position over submission. Very smart. Great fight IQ. Great defense by this fighter. Great submission defense on display tonight.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Might be a submission attempt here, champ.
I mean, you cannot sit in a full guard. When you sit in the full guard, you give these guys so many opportunities.
Continue into work. Out of the half guard. Ortega's back in full mount. All right, so he can't get it here again. Good awareness by the defensive fighter. Well, that eye area is getting bloodier with every passing strike.
It's like a target, and he keeps going to it, and you see it's starting to get worse as the fight is going on. And there you go, again, half guard. Now he's going full mount.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Ortega. Three minutes now to go in the fight. Lands with the ground and pound. Another ground and pound strike lands.
Great submission defense. Oh, he passes the half guard now. And he's not posturing to land punches, so look for a submission attempt.
All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys will start throwing up legs, chasing triangle.
All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. Ortega's back in full mount.
Hold on. I think this thing disconnected. This does that shit.
Setting up for submission here. Oh, good technique there. He's got the triangle choke locked in.
Had to make
Oh,
sure.
he got out.
Oh, right into mount.
Back mount now.
Great ground and pound by this man.
All right, we'll see how he chooses to defend here.
Oh,
Ortega going to work from guard here.
Ortega.
Nice combination of strikes there. Very efficient, very effective.
And there you go, again, half guard. Great defense by the defensive fighter.
Oh, nice shot landed from the bottom. Ortega's right back to the full mount. Under a minute now to go in this one. fighter's pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position.
Nice defense.
All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to, especially if you are fighting someone that doesn't truly understand that they're not in as much danger as they are. Because it's dangerous, but there are a lot of outs. And if a person isn't very understanding of that, then you can really, really put some damage on them.
All right, so the fighters go the distance here tonight, but it went a whole lot better for one of them than the other. Talk us through the replays, champ.
Some decisions are different than others, and his striking really did separate him from the competition. He fought so well in the stand-up game that he should get a very easy decision.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges scored the contest 30-28, 30-27, 29-28. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Brian T-City Ortega! All right, so you heard it there from Bruce Buffer. The Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu player sticks to the game plan throughout. Some submission attempts, some valuable ground control time, and ultimately gets it done on the cards.
He just dominated him. He was able to just float around him on the mat, controlling him. It looked like he was stuck in a fishnet trying to get away from under this guy. It was beautiful. The way that he was able to just dictate the engagements, it was phenomenal. And now he gets a massive, easy decision victory.
And here is tonight's tale of the tape. We go inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Bantamweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Pannie. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the World, Holly the Preacher's Daughter.
Ready, fight.
Ready?
So here she is, Holly Holm, the former UFC champion in 2017. She was inducted into the International Women's Boxing Hall of Fame. But her arsenal has been kick-heavy in mixed martial arts. We will see how she approaches this particular challenge tonight. Inside leg kick is there by Pannie.
Good punch.
Overhand is good.
I mean, is this thing on the feet? How many times can you say punch to the head? And everything's landing with so much power.
Oh, and there's another combination. She's turning this into a sparring session. Just high volume, and her opponent's got to make some adjustments.
Opponent has to make adjustments, but she has to interrupt those combos. When she gets going into her combination, opponent needs to interrupt that. When she is this free-flowing, it is very difficult to deal with. Oh, nice. It's just a really high pace, too. It's a really high striking pace for these two.
Left hook counter there yet again.
She got that single collar tie.
Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. Straight punch. Ooh, big knee. Oh, and there she goes as she lands another combination. It's never one strike. It's always 4-5 in every exchange.
And it starts with confidence and believing that when you throw, you're going to land.
Right.
She's so confident that when she extends these combinations, she's going to land the vast majority of them. And tonight, she has done just that.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
There's that left hand.
Work.
Well,
She lands a nasty jab.
All right, so it looks as though, yes, she's starting to deal with some swelling now, so defensively got to figure out a way to shore things up.
She's tough, John. We know that she's tough. We've always known that she's tough. But what she has to do is she has to be a little bit more active in her defenses if she doesn't want to get all beat up.
what the fuck is this?
Under 2 minutes to go. Effective use of the jab there by Kianza. Well, she's so confident in her defense and her ability to block shots, and now you see why.
You see all she learned from her background in boxing that allows her to be so effective defensively.
Oh, she got inside and right to the single collar tie.
I'm on the green.
Ooh, pretty good uppercut. Man, her jab is good.
Nice, clean left hand.
Just missed with the left there. Both fighters exchange in the pocket here. Oh, and there's another nice
Oh.
strike right there, DC.
Great
Down,
shot,
she
man.
went.
Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
45 seconds remain in the round.
She gonna win that fight.
So a lot of strikes have landed here, and she has some swelling now to prove it.
Well, she's landing that jab, the right hand. She can't miss. She cannot miss. And right now, while the swelling has started, it's not critical. She needs to make sure she's better. Huge shots going on right here.
It's work. I'm gonna stop it. It's work.
Good kick.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Short uppercut here in the clinch by Holly Holm. Round 2 is next. All right, we look back at some of the replays from that previous round, DC. A lot of good action for fight fans over those 5 minutes.
I mean, high pace, high intensity, all action first round. Both landed multiple strikes. What a great round of fight.
Oh, shit. Why is it doing so much? Why are you reaching? I'm a mile away from you.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, second round underway. All right, next round is underway, and how about the celebratory tone in that corner after all of the good work upstairs there in the previous round?
They're patting her on the back, they're high-fiving, they're smiling in the corner because when you watch your fighter fight a near-perfect first round and do it with just throwing head strikes, you are happy. Their fighter has fought tremendously, and it's going to be on her opponent to either change it or get finished.
Both fighters starting to open up a little bit. Going out of the body with that hook. Well done there by Kianza. Oh, another beautiful kick. Huge fire there. Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
And the front kick is there nice job by Holm.
Beautiful defensive skills on display.
Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Well, that left. Oh, she is in real trouble. Oh! Well, I'm not sure her hands, her striking has ever looked better. She continues to land with volume, with pace, with power.
Yeah, with pace and pressure. It's an overwhelming feeling being in there with her when she's fighting at this level. When everything's working, she is as good as anyone in the UFC. Tonight, she is at her peak level.
Well, Holmes' nose is bleeding now. Looks to be cut, perhaps there on the bridge. Nah, she misses with the left punch there. Montag gets caught with that punch. We have crossed the midpoint of this one. Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant in round 1. No hesitancy whatsoever here in round 2. She has clearly found her rhythm and range. All right, so her calf now starting to show some real signs of bruising, DC.
And that only works because her lead leg is her opponent's lead.
What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent's finisher.
Man, she's got it all going with the hands, with the feet tonight, and that cut is really becoming a factor now as this fight continues.
Yes, she's got to move, Jay. She's got to get on her bicycle. She's got to get to the middle of the round so that the cut man can get to work. Because the more she's in there, the more she tries to fight face first, the more that cut is going to open up. She's got to get moving. Oh, she hurt her.
Big left hand. Oh, with authority, the body.
I don't like how that almost hurt.
All right, you're doing great, girl. You're doing great. Breathe and relax. Good. Stay relaxed.
Ooh, big shot land.
Well, she has had no answers for her on the feet, and there's another land, and more swelling there on the face.
More swelling on the face, and John, it's getting worse. And now it's getting pretty evident that if she does not change something, she's going to find herself in a really difficult situation going forward.
Holm gets tattooed by that stiff jab. All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she could continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished. She's hurt bad, John.
Oh, what a round. How good was that? All right, so there's the horn indicating the end of the round. We will keep an eye on this cut. You see the cut man racing in there. Cut, it looks like it's on the bridge of the nose. He'll try to shut that thing and prevent it from being a factor for her here moving forward. Looks like he'll close it up now. All right, so there's the horn. The round is over, and we've got more fighting. It looked like maybe we could get a finish there after she landed upstairs.
Well, she was excited. She thought it was done. How does she reshift? How does she get herself back in the moment to try to repeat what she just did, but also top it and actually get the finish?
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. All right, next round is now underway. Hopefully the action continues at a high level. Pretty good first 5 minutes.
Pretty good first 5 minutes. Both of them have really picked it up. Let's see. She's hurt. She's hurt bad. Oh, right hand.
strikes here just like she did in the previous round. As efficient as any striker in the division, this is a world-class display of striking here tonight.
Look at that leg.
Swing and a big miss by Pannie.
She gets in very close and gets to the single collar tie.
And now we get a little bit of separation. Holm gets caught with that punch.
I mean, she's fighting a fantastic fight.
Big right hook attempt, but she misses. Oh, she continues to pour it on. She is had a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Nice work here on the clinch by Kianzad.
She gains separation, breaks that clinch position.
Holm gets hit by that kick to the body. Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Kianzad gets caught by that straight punch. You got to do better than that defensively. Heavy leather landed on both sides in that exchange. All right, so another attack to that thigh and some obvious damage now. She needs to protect that leg, DC.
She's got to do something, John. She's got to raise the leg and check one. If she just checks one, check one in return, it may deter her opponent from continuing to go to this well.
Holm going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to land. All right, so the narrative remains the same. She is just wearing it upstairs. She has absorbed so much damage and might be a strike or two away from breaking a bone.
Yeah, it looks like something's very wrong with her face. She has been beat up. She has taken way too many shots up top. She did not move her head, and now she's paying for it. She is so swollen.
Oh, she is absolutely getting lit up right now. She has certainly changed her approach here in the latter stages of this fight. She is trying to take the judges out of it. That'll certainly help that goal. Oh, huge shot by her there. Probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike. You don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effective.
Oh! 90 seconds to go in the fight.
All right, take your time, relax, breathe.
Throws a big right hand, but doesn't find its home. Lands the right punch and follows it up with a nice left hand. Nice sequence there by Holm. Oh, huge connection fire there.
Massive shot lands. How's she going to try to find the next shot that'll finish the fight?
What an absolute war on a napkin in the center of the octagon. These women continue to stand and trade, and really both of them have landed at will all night.
They both have landed. Neither has shown the best defense, but it makes for a real fun fight. They're battered, they're bruised, they're cut, they're beat up. But we are looking at one of the best fights we have seen in a long time.
Takedown defense is there. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we got a couple leaks on aisle 5. These women are donating blood tonight, and the fans are the beneficiaries. What a fight.
Yeah, what a fight. John, she's hurt. She's done. It looks like it's over.
Seconds to go. Kianzad going for the leg kick. Nothing doing there. So the fight goes the distance, and man, did they entertain the masses. The official decision is now in and resides with Bruce Buffer.
For decision. All 3 judges score this contest 29-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Pannie.
well, she loved the matchup, and now you see why as she gets it done on all three judges' scorecards. She had her moments in the striking realm against a great kickboxer, but ultimately mixing it up, the key to victory tonight.
It's all about matchups, and as well as she did on the feet, she always had that ace in her back pocket, knowing that if she needed to get the fight to the ground, she could. She was safe everywhere and gets a massive decision victory.
All right, just about ready for live action. Here is tonight's tale of the tape. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC Flyweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Viviane Vivi Araujo. And now introducing her opponent, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the former UFC Flyweight champion of the world, Alexandre.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, so here we are, Newark, New Jersey, the Prudential Center. You know, some people call this the armpit of America. I'm having a good time.
It's a beautiful place and a beautiful arena, and the fans here are ready to explode the moment something exciting happens.
She connects with the jab. Working the inside of that lead leg. Well, the right hand has been there for her tonight at times. Not that time. That is a clean strike, and it gets right through the guard. Lands a big right hand early. So 1 minute into this fight, and as many people expected, the action absolutely crazy, back and forth. This is a full-on brawl, DC.
It's hard to watch a fight like this and call a fight like this because you never know if somebody's going to take that one shot that finishes the fight.
That's some good takedown defense right there. Single leg attempt, no good. Well, they don't let you wear headgear, but she don't need it tonight, right? Beautiful job defensively.
She's doing a great job of blocking up top. Nothing of any substance has landed to this point.
Brutal knee to the body. Nice crack there. Man, she looks ambidextrous as she lands that combination.
I mean, that is a big shot to the head. I cannot believe she's still standing.
Oh, big left.
Cannot take too many of those.
2 minutes have gone by here in round 1. Araujo.
Oh, she's hurt.
Big power shot there. 30 total strikes which have connected for Alexa Grasso.
Oh, nice.
Fighter lands a kick to the leg now, and a pretty good one at that. Well, seemingly, even when she gets her hands up, a lot of these strikes are getting through, and looks like some swelling on her head area now.
I mean, swelling on her head. You know, she's getting beat up. Make no mistake about it. She's taking far too many of these shots. What she needs to do is get active in her defense. Make sure that she doesn't get hit with too many shots clean. Because while it may not be bad yet, it's only going to get worse.
So she lands the double jab now, DC. And again, she has said a lot about not just being a one-trick pony, not just being one and done, but to continue to throw volume, and she is certainly doing that tonight.
She's doing a fantastic job fighting behind the jab, and look at her double it up. I think it's beautiful.
How good a job does she do defensively to protect that head, raise the guard? A lot of good things in there.
Yep, hands up, chin down. She's got a perfect position for defensive boxing.
And both fighters exchange in the pocket. Araujo going for the body. Missed with that kick. Pretty good jab. All right, so she told us in the fighter meeting that body shots were going to be key, and they certainly have been. She invested early, and now you're starting to see some damage on the other side.
Yeah, she's doing a great job of following the game plan. She spoke to us in the fighter meeting about going to the body, about investing, not worrying about seeing the outcome right away. And it's starting to show now as this fight gets longer.
30 seconds now to go in round one.
Beautiful block there.
20 seconds to go. Oh, a nice straight there by Araujo. Final seconds here. Well, she has had a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
So how about that round? Back to the stool. Confidence has to be high. That's a good 5 minutes from Grasso. All right, so we will see another round here. Sat her opponent down there in that previous round with a punch.
Surprisingly, we are going forward because I thought it was over. I saw that punch land. We started to yell. We started to scream. We thought the fight was done, but we moved forward because her opponent is so tough, but she's so skilled that she can't get there again.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round two. Oh, she works the body as well as anybody in this division. Another strike there, and these shots are really going to take their toll as this fight moves on.
She's hurt.
Beautiful spinning kick lands. Oh, great deception to land the flying knee.
Oh, there it is. That's that one, that right hand.
Big knee there to the chest. Araujo gets tattooed by that straight punch.
Another punch to the head.
Oh, huge knee to the head.
Oh, another one.
Well, pretty good recovery by her opponent after being stunned, but we see this all the time, right? If you don't close the deal when you have that opportunity, your opponent's back in the fight and can potentially rally.
Especially with this opponent. This opponent's so dangerous all the time. It does not matter that she hurt her before. She's going to have to close the door if she gets her hurt again.
All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
All right, so a pretty interesting development here in terms of this fighter's evolution. Just as we saw in the last round, primarily a jiu-jitsu athlete, having a lot of success with her striking tonight.
Well, you can see it from the moment she came out the corner. She was confident. She told us she would not chase takedowns. She felt like she was even better in the striking, and to this point, she has proven exactly that.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round.
Got the hook in quickly.
This works.
Leg kick checked effectively there by Viviane Araujo. All right, so she continues to attack the body to great effect. Actually, some redness now underneath the elbow of her opponent.
Yeah, she does a great job of attacking the body in multiple different ways, and it's starting to pay dividends for her.
Come on, you know what to do here. C'est ça que c'est passé.
trying to hammer that lead leg.
Nice looping punch. Oh, nice.
Well, she's leaking a lot of blood now. That cut is getting worse with every strike land.
And the blood is flying. Her confidence is growing. She will continue to try and target that cut until someone has to come in here, ringside position, and stop the fight.
Oh, hook shot blocked there by Araujo. Well, she was a little bit hesitant in round one, but she has certainly picked up the pace here in this second round. It took her a while to find her range. She's in a strong striking rhythm now.
That big head kick. I don't know how she's standing.
Well, eventually she will turn this defense into offense, but she seems to see these strikes coming from a mile away.
She sees them a mile away, and the hands are exactly where they're supposed to be, right on the chin.
Switch kick landed there by Grasso. Well, she has not.
Smokes.
How about these two going at it? All right, so another nice sequence for her there. You've talked a lot about her fight IQ, but this is pretty simple, right? You batter your opponent upstairs, stay with it.
She did it early. She was able to get to her spots, land the shots that she wanted to land. Her opponent did nothing to change it, and now she finds herself in a comfortable position where she has to just keep targeting the face that is so swollen right now.
And potentially a critical takedown here. Oh, she's got a triangle, and that one is tight. She told us before the fight on Thursday that she was going to have to be put to sleep. She wasn't going to tap. Easier said than done right here.
Well, she's going to have an attack and elbow.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters when she misses the fence. Good round.
Hey, stop.
All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward.
Really awesome on the ground. What I need you to do.
Caution, flammable. That horn signifies the end of the round, and quite frankly, after that knockdown with the head kick, I didn't think we'd get here.
It's a merciful horn. We're happy to hear the horn because she was getting brutalized. She was getting beat up to the body, but the big moment.
You ready to fight? You ready?
Third round underway. Araujo gets caught by that straight punch. Can't take too many more of those. Can you believe she is able to keep up this output just as she did in the previous round, landing a high volume of strikes here and not slowing down whatsoever? She looks like she could go 10 hard fives if need be tonight. Grasso going for the head kick here. She misses. Telegraph that shot. Huge strike right there, BC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight. Oh, nice jab.
Just misses there with the left.
Come on, deep rush. You gotta use your combos.
Misses with the right hand. Back to the feet now.
Oh, nice body shot. Oh, right hand barely missed there.
Well,
There it is again. Nice.
stuffs that takedown attempt without issue.
Beautiful job getting those hands up.
Grasso's forehead is bleeding now. Cut just opened up. Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round. Oh, nice jab by Grasso. There, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands and she lands very effectively. Oh, right hand.
Very late in the fight now, DC, and gotta think she'll be active and trying to get a finish or she's gonna lose.
She's gotta be active, she's gotta be working the entire time if she's gonna win this fight.
Well, how urgent is this fighter down the stretch? She is really lighting her up now. She found her range in the middle of this fight, and she is making up for lost time. Oh, nice strike landed there by Grasso.
She's so fast, so straight, everything just perfect. Everything perfect. Every strike, every kick, every punch, everything's just
With 2 minutes and change to go in round 3. Under 2 minutes in our third and final round. Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you gotta pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you gotta be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw big damaging strikes. You got to make sure you're on an elbow, controlling underhook and getting back to your feet.
Man, she is really going at that cut with her ground strikes. That's getting worse by the minute. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Jon, and then he just gets up.
Grasso's right back to the full mount here. Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank.
And now she has her back.
Well, this is some serious pressure from the top by Grasso. Seconds now to go in the fight. Araujo's in half guard. All right, so no surprise to see her continuing to attack that area. That cut is going to get wider with every passing moment of the fight.
You know, generally you expect it to get worse. When you're fighting someone like her, you know it's going to get worse because she's as sharp and as crisp as any striker you ever step in the octagon with. So she's going to be on that cut and attacking that cut relentlessly.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 30-27, declaring the winner by unanimous decision, Alexa Grasso.
All right, so Alexa Grasso continuing her winning ways here tonight and look good doing it. She gets it done on all 3 judges' scorecards, and got to think this positions her for a really big fight later this year.
She's got a lot in the future. This young lady has a ton of talent. It is all starting to come full circle now. She's not the little girl we saw before when she got to the UFC. She is a woman, 125 pounds, and can fight everywhere.
All right, so here's the longtime UFC veteran, Chinese star Yan Xiaonan. And it's interesting to hear her talk about walking into that UFC PI in Shanghai because there is so much love in her nation for Zhang Weili. That Yan Xiaonan is okay accepting the heel role. She is okay being on the other side of that equation as long as she gets the title fight. And her body of work suggests to you that she is already deserving. Back-to-back wins over Mackenzie Dern and Jessica Andrade have entrenched her in the top 5. And many believe, pound for pound, skill for skill already, Yan Xiaonan is one of the very best strawweights in the world. All right, so here's the global superstar and UFC strawweight champion, Magnum Zhang Weili. The fight against Carla Esparza to win the title back kind of felt like an eventuality. She dominated that matchup, and now we'll see how it goes as she gets back on the horse here tonight.
Well, she's going to try to replicate that. She needs to go out and dominate. Most times, though, when you see Zhang Weili walk to the octagon, you feel like she's going to be the winner. I don't know if there's ever been an instance where it seemed as certain one person would win as a challenger going into that rematch with Carla Esparza. But tonight, she has a much bigger challenge in front of her. And if she's gonna get it done, she's gonna have to rely on all that skill and on that great athleticism.
Physically, she is gonna overwhelm the majority of strawweight competition. Perhaps she'll move up to flyweight at some point down the line. Tonight, though, the latest title defense for Magnum Zhang Weili. Our tail of the tape now for this strawweight championship fight. All right, now to get us started, we go inside the octagon where we find Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds in the UFC strawweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, and now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Jon Magnum Weili.
So Herb Dean, third man in there for this one.
Ready. Good.
All right, early round action here, and a lot of people in the fight game believe that when all is said and done, Zhang Weili could go down as the greatest strawweight of all time. Her focus tonight, action, pace, pressure. She's not resting on her laurels and everything she's accomplished up to this point in time. She is looking for an explosive finish, and she wants to keep the judges out of things here tonight. Good body work with that hook by Yan Xiaonan. Finds a home for that left hook. Stuffs the takedown shot there. How good is her takedown D? Nice uppercut. One of her coaches, the captain Eric Albarracin, has said Zhang Weili is the most gifted athlete he's ever coached, man or woman. Frantic pace early on to this one. All right, early round action here, and Zhang Weili not wasting any time finding a home for that right hand.
A beautiful right hand. You know, we saw this in the Jessica Andrade fight, her title-winning performance, where she overwhelmed her with that shot that put her out. Zhang Weili is a tremendous athlete, and when she explodes into this punch, she is as good as they come.
That's good defense to get that guard up.
More than one. Punches and bunches.
Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ. Oh, combination striking at its best. Another great sequence out of her there.
She is just throwing everything with so much confidence. Every time she throws, she believes that she is going to land, and to this point, she has done just that.
Weili going for the takedown, nothing doing there. Oh, now lands a kick to the body. Trying to establish that jab once again. Another nice kick there. Solid series of kicks. They're all landing now. Just missed with the left there. Nicely done to the body.
Yeah, smart adjustment, yep.
Arm triangle attempt here.
Nice arm triangle setup.
Ooh, looks like she's got the arm triangle choke locked in
A lot
tight.
of pressure on this choke, John. Fight IQ on full display. This young lady recognized the sub wasn't there, so she kept the dominant position.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round one.
On to the mount. Oh.
All things considered, pretty good defense off of her back here. She's avoiding a lot of these strikes.
Beautiful transition.
Zhang's back in full mount.
Nice shot there by the champ.
She's got her back now. Zhang's in half guard. All right, full guard here if you're the bottom fighter. Trying to prevent the half guard, I would say.
Yes, absolutely. Trying to keep her in full guard, throw up some submission to get back to your feet. She could get the sub here. In the half guard.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Xiaonan. And there it is, another strike gets through on the ground. Oh, she's got her back.
And now she's in mount. This is a terrible position.
15 seconds. She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck. Here comes the fight. Chill.
That horn sounds means we have reached the end of round one.
Everything is going good, okay? That's what I'm talking about right there. Keep taking her down. You're controlling everything on the ground. So take her down.
All right, there's the horn. Let us now check out some of the action from that round, DC. What a display of striking.
Yeah, John, she did a great job. I mean, she knew exactly what she needed to do, and she mixed everything up beautifully, right? Every punch landed to a kick. Whenever her opponent thought kicks, she would follow up with punches. It was a masterclass in striking over the course of that round.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Round two here. All right, so for a moment in that previous round, it looked like she might get the submission. Next round is upon us. We'll see if she gets right back to it.
She'll get right back to work pursuing submissions. She is a phenomenal jiu-jitsu practitioner and is as good as anyone we've ever seen us finding and finishing fights in that way.
All right, keep pushing forward. Let's go.
She threw her entire body into that massive uppercut, and she is seeing the rewards of her hard work.
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has the half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're going to lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back as in I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful.
getting worked here from the top. Ground and pound strikes raining down.
Big ground and pound. Beautiful ground strikes landed.
Get that wrist control for me.
The ground strikes continue to pile up. Oh, how good is her ground and pound? That one actually opened her up. Under 3 minutes now to go here in round 2.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Breathe and relax for me. Good. Stay relaxed. You gotta get full guard back. Come on.
Oh, strong reversal on the ground here. Xiaonan's in half guard. Ground and pound strike there now. Xiaonan's looking to pass here, denied by the opponent. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up.
All right, so now she's in the dominant position after a beautiful reversal on the ground.
Let's go. I need you to posture now.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round 2. Xiaonan's pass is denied. Oh, good work from her here from bottom position.
All right, girl, awesome. You're doing great this round.
Xiaonan going to work here from guard and doing a pretty good job, I might add. And the referee brings the fight back to its feet. No surprise there. Needed to see more action.
Right.
Man, does she throw these hands seamlessly and easily, connects with another series of punches there.
She is one of the best boxers in the UFC, and this is the reason why we say it every time she fights.
Well, she has certainly picked up the pace here in round 2 and starting to find herself in the pocket a little bit. She was a little bit hesitant. What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
Right back to the well with the body. Zhang goes for the takedown, unable to land. One of the better takedown artists out there. Nothing doing on that.
She knew this would be a problem if she stayed there. She finds her way out of the clinch position.
Able to check the high kick. Oh, she's hurt her here. She landed a nice left punch there. Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue.
Now we get some space as she separates from her opponent. Nice punch.
Oh!
Oh, another one.
Trying to kick the leg out. Round 3 next.
Stop.
All right, there's the horn signifying the end of the round, and what a round it was for her. We talked about her power off the top of the show, and she certainly put it on full display there.
Power is what identifies her. She got her hands going, was able to land a big shot, got the knockdown, didn't get the finish, but if she's patient, sets everything up again, maybe she'll find the finish in this round.
All right, so she's making her way back to the stool, kind of shaking.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. Oh, lands a beautiful jab.
She got that leg kick off quick.
Oh, she landed it up. That's a huge strike right there, DC.
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight. Great defense on display there.
All right, so a storyline developing. You see a cut has been opened around her eye.
She's got a cut on her eye. She's been getting hit in that same spot. The cut's nothing too big right now, but if she doesn't protect it, it'll get a lot worse. She gets to her spot, the tie point, and then she starts to let the knees fly.
gentlemen have realized success with the striking, and both seem damaged.
It's always fun when you get a fight like this, where you see the blood on both sides, where you see the swelling on both sides, where you see the concern from both fighters recognizing, wow, I've got my equal in front of me. Let's see who can push through and get the victory.
Well, she just ate another strike right on that eye. You don't want to take too many more of those.
No, she's got to be more active with her head movement, or this cut is going to keep being the target and is going to keep advancing.
All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hook.
There, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
Stick that knee right down the middle.
Oh, right hand lands again for Zhang Weili.
Zhang Weili.
Oh my goodness, she hurt her again.
Well, her striking has been great tonight. Blocked her opponent pretty significantly, but you got to think there's a little bit of disappointment that she wasn't able to get the finish.
She should be disappointed that she didn't finish the fight. This one looked like it was over. If she gets this opportunity again, she needs to go all out and try to finish the fight.
Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Yan Xiaonan.
I mean, she's fighting a fantastic fight.
Zhang's in half guard now.
Nice transition.
Under 2 minutes to go.
She's stepping over the mount here. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, she lands again. She has really targeted that cut effectively here in this round.
Make some space. Posture up, stay heavy.
All right, setting up for a finish here.
Look at that, it's tight.
Oh, that looks tight and painful.
She is going to rip her arm off if she doesn't tap.
Oh, she got out.
Oh my goodness, what a display of submission defense by this young lady.
Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. All right, half guard position for her here, and this is a spot where we've seen her have a lot of wild success in previous fights.
She has a tremendous amount of success from this position because she's so knowledgeable. She keeps the right side underhook, and she just goes to work with that left arm. She's posting and elbowing. She's building her posture and punching. There are just so many different ways for her to score strikes from this position.
Win the scramble. Win the scramble.
Waning seconds here of round number 3. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Zhang. She's as good a ground striker as there is in this division. Landed another one there. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so she survives to hear the final horn. What a round it was, and of course that knockdown midway through nearly got her out of there.
Almost got her the finish, but now she needs to reset, get ready to go back forward, and try and secure a finish without forcing anything. It's very key that she does not get greedy. Go back and sit down at the table. Let it be set. Be patient. Have the first course, have the second course, and on the third course, the main course, find your finish.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the action from that previous round. DC, chief among it, the big knockdown courtesy of that punch.
A big knockdown off of that punch. She was flowing letting everything go, and then she sat down on that strike that put her opponent down. It looked like the fight was over, but we do go forward.
All right, here we go. The tension is palpable. Fourth round is underway. You've got a thing or two to say about this championship round.
The fourth round is easily the hardest round in fighting. You're so used to fighting up to 3. You got to get back off of that stool, and this is a real test of your will and desire to win a fight. Oh, nice takedown.
Zhang's in half guard. She's got side control now. Maybe some of those knee strikes to the body. A lot of different things available to her here.
Now, in the side control, you may feel like the bottom person that you have a lot of outs, but there is a lot of danger in those positions too. A lot of danger in the knees coming your way. A lot of danger in the chokes. So you have outs, but you're also constantly under duress from a great top fighter. That was a slick transition.
While the ground and pound is there once again, strong work here by Zhang Weili. Back and forth we go. Xiaonan gets touched by that kick there. Well, she nearly got her out of there with the... All right, so the referee is going to intervene here, yeah. And it was only a matter of time before he called in the doctor to check on her cut. She's leaking pretty good, DC.
She's bleeding a lot. You can see that she's having trouble operating with all the blood. I want to see what this doctor decides.
Yeah, the doctor just stopped the fight. He doesn't care about your feelings. He doesn't care about the boos from the fans. He cares about the fighter. Too much blood to continue.
Yeah, too much blood to continue. He cares about the fighter's health, and this was the right call.
All right, so the doctor calls an end to this one, and not really surprising, just given all the swelling that she is dealing with in her face.
I mean, she's unrecognizable. She does not look like the same fighter that walked to the octagon at the beginning of the fight. The swelling was so great that the referee had to bring in the doctor. Doctor ultimately decided that the fight was over.
And it was the right decision by the doc. The official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO, and still the undisputed UFC Strawweight champion of the world, Jon
And still the strawweight queen. This has been a belt, DC, that we have seen change hands a lot. It does not change hands here tonight.
No, man, she is going to be a big hill to overcome if you're going to take this title. She loves being called the champion, and she defended it once again tonight. The belt remains with her.
he's just a little guy, but man, can he fight the #1 ranked flyweight contender. This division has really appealed to the fans over the last several years, and this man has made himself undeniable, gets his first title shot in the UFC tonight.
You know, John, these guys are small, but I believe that is one of the most skilled divisions in the entire UFC, and this gentleman has really separated himself from the pack. He has done everything necessary to put himself right on the verge of doing something special. He believes that he's going to get it done tonight. Every part of him believes that he's the best. Now he has to go out and show it.
No man should weigh 125 pounds. I mean, let's be honest, but that is a package of skill and will and grit that looks a whole lot like a future champion. All right, here he is, my 2023 Fighter of the Year and the undisputed UFC Flyweight Champion, Alexandre Pantoja. Pro debut at 17 years of age in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. Finally breaks through to win the undisputed UFC title at 33 years of age. He is as watchable and as well-rounded as any fighter in the sport. And in advance of his first title defense in our fighter meeting, he said, now the focus is getting my pound-for-pound due. I know I'm the best flyweight in the world. I'm out to prove that again tonight. But I want to show the masses that I can be the pound-for-pound king, and he might just be that guy. All right, well, the tension is palpable. Both fighters have now graced the octagon, ready to go with this massive fight here at the Prudential Center in Newark, New Jersey, USA. And now our tale of the tape for this Flyweight Championship fight. All right, now to get us started, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Flyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Joseph Joe B. Benavidez. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Alexandre the Cannibal Pantoja.
Herb Dean, our referee for this one.
Ready. Good.
So here's perennial contender Joseph Benavidez, really as well-rounded and technical as any flyweight on this roster. 9 wins by submission, another 6 by knockout or TKO. Benavidez doesn't discriminate. If there's an opening to finish the fight, he goes full throttle into attack mode. We'll see how he approaches this one early. Back to the left hand now, unable to connect.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Another blistering combination there, really starting to do a nice job stringing his shots together.
And you can see the damage in his opponent's body, his face, his body, his legs. He's beating him up. Oh, he's not gonna guillotine.
Oh, looked pretty tight, but he gives up on the submission. Well, he continues to manhandle him here on the ground. Pantoja's really pressing now. He's got his opponent's belly flat on the mat.
Getting them out here.
Oh, another submission attempt by him now.
It's tight. It's tight. There it is.
No way, he got out.
This is a guy that never gives up on himself. He was able to clear his head, defend the armbar. The fight looked done, but he loves to fight on.
Oh, big elbow.
Nice shots landing from the top position. Oh, big elbow.
Pantoja's got his back again. These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one. Oh, excellent pressure here from top position. position by Pantoja. We have crossed the midpoint here in our opening round. Well, he's on his back, but he's moving his head on the ground pretty well defensively.
In the half guard.
Pantoja's back in full mount.
He should try to get to a half guard at least. At minimum, try to go to half guard.
Push him away.
Posturing up now.
And now the damage is about to start.
Postures. Oh, nice job to split his guard and get the ground strike home again. Now potentially working on a submission instead.
Oh my goodness, I think he might have it.
Oh, how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Benavidez.
And another strike from the top lands for him.
Pantoja's back in full guard.
He passes the half.
Pantoja getting peppered here from the top. He's got to figure out a way to cover up. Fighter able to reverse position on the ground and gain a dominant position. Nicely done.
Stay in tight.
Pantoja's right back to the full mount. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his...
Now he's looking arm triangle on the opposite side. When he goes to finish, look, he's got it locked. When he goes to finish, he has to pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get enough pressure to finish his technique. He needs to push the arm to the side, get his head against the mat. Now watch, as he goes to the finish, watch his chest go to the mat. He goes flat, all weight to his opponent.
Oh, so how about that? The offensive fighter bails on the submission now.
Very smart. You got to keep position over submission.
30 seconds to go.
Time to work. You gotta get up.
All right, so he gets back to his feet after that extended battle on the ground, and the crowd is loving it.
The crowd's going crazy because they appreciate high-level mixed martial arts, and that's exactly what you just got.
Hard shots landing on both sides here. Oh, good block there. Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense? Second round, straight ahead.
He's beating on the ground right now on points. He's not hurting you too bad, but we can't allow that to happen. We got to get back up to our feet. Your guard is also.
All right, let's take a look back at some of the replays, DC, and if you like the kicking game, that was the round for you.
Yeah, man, he used...
You ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. So here we are as our next round gets underway. I would have tapped in that previous round, by the way. I would have tapped out.
It was so tight, I cannot believe that he got out of that submission attempt.
Leg kick. Oh! Big shots exchanged in the pocket there. Oh, what a head kick there as he lands, and maybe time to get the bonus check ready.
I mean, this fight is about done. He's got him hurt very bad with his head kick. Now he has to find one more strike to end the night.
Oh, vicious uppercut. Wow.
Now we're going. Oh, nice right hand. He's hurt bad. Now they separate.
Well, he rocked him, but couldn't finish him.
He rocked him. He hurt him bad. He couldn't find that one shot to close the door. Let's not turn the lights off. And now, half the time to let this out. Oh, nice takedown defense.
Oh, tags him with job there by Benavidez.
He's got to start moving his head. Cannot take this many shots to the head.
Looked like he might have landed there. Instead, a swing and a miss by Bantamweight. Jones will get the head kick home, and now his opponent in a world of trouble.
Such a sneaky head kick. He did not recognize it was coming high, and now he's got him hurt bad.
Takedown defense holds up.
Stay strong. We're still in this fight. Let's go. Come on now.
Well, the calf kick's all the rage, but he's not discriminating, attacking the thigh pretty effectively.
Yeah, we have seen that time and time again. Start of mixed martial arts, people throw leg kicks.
Oh, he might get finished here. Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, looked like an elbow there from the top by Benavidez. Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent at will.
Well, I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground, he can fight in the stand-up, but he's also able to do it because his cardio is so good.
Right.
This is one of the best fighters that we have seen for a long time, and it is showing in this performance. There it is. Now he's going to mount. Yep, got to be very careful there.
Under 2 minutes now to go in round two. Pantoja's in half guard.
He's got that arm triangle. Watch him pass to the opposite side. It looks real tight. He'll drop his weight and try to finish his technique.
Oh, that's got to be it. I don't know.
That's in so deep. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, he's trying to buck the hips. Looked like he got the hand ready to tap.
I mean, look at that. What a beautiful display of submission defense. Not panicking in a position that is very, very difficult to deal with.
Very active off of his back. Lands a beautiful strike from the bottom.
That guillotine is very tight.
There's the tap.
As many style points as you could produce.
Man.
What a moment for this fighter here tonight. Called his shot, gets the win by way of submission. That after party's going to be on fire.
He got to his position. He found the submission. He squeezed and got it done. It was amazing to watch, and it was amazing to be a part of the broadcast for such an amazing performance.
Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Gaines called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 51 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC Flyweight champion of the world, Alexandre the Cannonball Pantoja.
So how about that effort out of the undisputed UFC Flyweight champion? He defends the belt successfully by way of submission here tonight. And what a moment there in the corner as they celebrate this latest victory. It is going to take a monumental effort to dethrone this champion at 125 pounds. All right, folks, here we go, and what a miraculous run it has been for this 135-pound woman. She fought for the belt back in the day, didn't get the title, everybody left her for dead. Look at her now.
She never believed that she was done. She knew that she would get back, even if everyone around her told her it would be very difficult. She put her head down, she went to work, and she's back now. And she feels like because of that journey, the ups and the downs, the torment that she had to go through, being depressed, not being the champion, all that has built her to be the person that can take the belt tonight.
A lot of valuable lessons learned. She's never looked better on the scale. Perhaps that will be an indicator of things to come tonight. Well, when you're the champion, you cannot rest on your laurels, and she certainly has not done that. She has gotten better with every passing defense of this UFC Bantamweight Championship, and she's got another significant challenger in her wake tonight.
She gets better every time she steps into the octagon. She understands the importance of defending this belt and defending it the right way. That's why she is such a long-reigning champion. She isn't a flash in the pan. She does not want to be here for the right now. She wants to be remembered. And in a division that had so many great champions in the past, she has to build a resume that can't be matched if she wants it to happen.
She's done a lot of visualization, a lot of meditation, strategization, and she believes without a shadow of a doubt that she will leave once again as the champion tonight. Our tale of the tape for this women's Bantamweight Championship fight. The veteran voice of the Octagon, Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the former UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world, Raquel Rocky Pannie. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Julianna, the Venezuelan Vixen Pannie.
All right, Herb Dean, our referee for this one, just about to get underway.
Good.
All right, so here we go with the early portions of this round as we get another look at the UFC Bantamweight champion, Julianna Pannie. Certainly going into that first Amanda Nunes meeting, you had to look far and wide for anyone who was picking her to win that fight. But she put it all together on the biggest stage of her career. She effectively changed her professional life forever. And now she does the harder part, trying to keep it going. Pennington gets the early takedown. That did not take long. What a strike by her there from the bottom.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, Pennington's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount. Gotta be careful here. Oh, nice.
All right, right into side control now. We'll see if she can dole out some damage. A lot of fighters would prefer the half guard. She does pretty good work here.
She does great work in the half guard. She's very brutal. She's very heavy with her top half. So she doesn't worry about the opponent escaping. And this side control is very good for her because she wants to wear on you. She wants you to try to carry all of her weight with your upper body and make a mistake that will lead to a fight-ending finish for her.
All right, she's in full guard here, DC, but you know she passes as well as anybody in this division.
Oh, man, when she gets to the ground, she has an amazing ability to just be advancing or thinking advancement every single time. But her opponent has a great ability and a great sense of anticipation that when you try to go, she's able to get back to her feet, escape, and get to where she's comfortable.
Nice positional control here.
And now she has her back.
Oh, Pennington, she's able to flatten her out. This could be real trouble now.
And now she's in mount.
Postures up and delivers a massive ground and pound punch to the head. Well, hard to win fights in mixed martial arts from the bottom, but nice work here in that position by Pannie. Under 2 minutes in round one. She's moving her head pretty good on the ground here, avoiding a lot of these shots.
Oh, she's in trouble, dude.
Man, she's got some good ground and pound and putting that part of her game to good use tonight.
She's putting it to great use, just really damaging from the top position.
Pena's back in full guard now.
Big right hook there by the champ.
Pennington's back in half guard.
Crowd goes crazy as she reverses the position.
Oh, Pennington's going for a choke here.
That guillotine is tight.
Oh, so now she gives up on the submission.
She did, and she did because she saw that she was going to end up in a worse position. Great recognition to give up the submission and maintain her dominant position.
Half guard position for her here, and if you're the bottom fighter, this is truly a case of pick your poison.
Yeah, you got to pick your poison. And if you're on the bottom, you got to be trying to find a way to escape that bottom leg. You cannot allow your opponent, you cannot allow her to sit on your leg and just throw.
Takes the back, now going for the rear naked choke. Oh, that rear naked choke looks tight. Seconds remain in the round.
This is a terrible position.
Round two next.
All right, take a seat. Deep breath for it. Breathe. Take a drink. All right, here we go. Listen, you're doing absolutely awesome. I want you to punch.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and in terms of offensive wrestling execution, she had it all going there.
Yeah, she had it all working. She did everything she wanted to do. She was racing to position. Once she got to a leg, she didn't pause. She didn't stop. She went right to the finishes that she needed in order to get the fight to the ground.
Ready.
I mean, that was a great display of offensive wrestling.
All right, round two. She has been a master with the takedown tonight. We'll see if she can keep it going here in this next round, DC. And it's got to be pretty frustrating on the other side. You feel like you put in the right work to do things defensively, but she couldn't get anything done.
I mean, you prepare for it. And she thought that through her training camp, she had all the bases covered.
Right.
But the moment she was in there and you are experiencing it, not from your training partner, but with the very best at doing it, it's much different. And the preparation did not get her ready to be under this opponent. Very discouraging as the fighter that's on the bad end of this type of fight.
Well, and for a lot of you wrestlers, it's nuanced, but it's in. Well, she's got the head trapped here. Might be trying to set up a guillotine choke. Oh, that gilly is tight.
That guillotine choke is tight. She's got her in her full guard locked in. It's only a matter of time before she makes her tap.
Oh, great submission defense as she gets out. Oh, great reversal to top position by her there. Really high-level stuff by Raquel Pannie. Man, these ground strikes by her are really starting to take their toll. She's got her back now. Oh, Pennington's in half guard now. Lands the ground and pound strike. All right, she's into full guard here, DC.
She's going to be looking to pass, try to get to the next position.
Oh, hammer fist here by Pennington.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. She's trying to pass the guard here. Ooh, gets denied by the bottom
got
fighter.
stopped. She got stopped right in her tracks. Great job by the bottom fighter.
Man, she just continues to land at will, and with every landed strike, seemingly her confidence is getting high.
You know, you throw things, and then you hope to land them. As you land them, you start to go, wow, that worked, I'll go back to it. Every time she goes back to something, it's working again and again and again. And you see it, and you see her confidence growing with every single strike that she lands.
I mean, that's somebody's daughter. Show some mercy.
Show some respect. My goodness, I'd run in there.
Oh, she's got her back. Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. And very effective with the ground and pound. Outstanding pressure from top position here by Raquel Pannie. 2 minutes now to go in round 2.
Great shot from the top position.
Oh, Pena's in half guard. Another ground and pound strike gets home. Pena's back into full guard. She's got her back now, DC, and I don't mean she's like there to support her, right? She is literally on her back and in control of this fight.
She's in control of this fight. Look for her to start trying to slide that arm under the neck to finish the fight with a choke.
Let's go. Move those hips and get up.
Good work from the top here by Pannie. Man, she has done her homework. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, Pennington's in half guard.
Need you to move. Scramble. Look to counter.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. All right, she's got the full mount here, DC. It's hard for me to remember a time in which you were fully mounted in the UFC.
I have never been full mounted. I hope to never be full mounted. And this young lady now finds herself in this position. In this position, what's very key is that she cannot panic. She's got to go and attack the hips, create some space, shrimp off to a side, re-slide in that half guard so that then now she's a little bit safer. Once you're in half, take your underhook, get back to your feet, or fully recover full guard. Massive shot from the top.
She's not going to get it. Great awareness and execution by the defensive fighter. All right, that's the end of round number 2.
Stop.
Okay, you lost that round. Settle down. Just listen, okay? You're going to stick to striking, and you're going to win this with leg kicks. You cannot handle it.
All right, now we take a look back at some of the action in that previous round, DC. A lot to like on both sides, really.
I mean, both were intent on going forward. And what happens when nobody wants to take a step back? They meet in the middle. That's exactly what they did, and they both found success over the course of that round.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight.
Nice strike.
Oh, nice shot to the body, connect. What a strike by her there. I'd be knocked down. Her opponent still stands.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her.
And a nice job at least staying upright on that.
Look at the control of the posture as they land that knee. Oh, big punch land.
Immediately gets the underhook.
Oh!
Pinpoint execution on the hip toss there. She's able to take her down. Her opponent felt like she knew this attack would be coming. She couldn't stop it there.
But she did not see the setup. She did not see her opponent push into her, inviting her to push back. The moment she pushed back, boom, time to go for a ride. Unbelievable.
Stay tight. Hips up.
Oh, looks tight to me. And somehow, some way, she gets out.
What a beautiful job, pushing the leg over your head, freeing your head, defending the armbar submission. Beautiful, unbelievable.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Pennington. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground.
High
DC, I know you got my back. She's got her back, and she can do a lot of damage from here.
I've got your back as in I'm your boy, J.A. She's got her back as if she wants to end her night right now. She's got to be very careful.
Well, hard to see exactly where she is cut, but it's somewhere around that eye area. Doesn't look great.
It's never good to get cut, but right now it's a small one. You don't have to worry about it, but you got to protect it.
Pennington's right back to the full mount here. Ooh, she could get the submission here. Penya's in half guard.
Take your time, relax.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Ground strikes really adding up for her now. Most fighters will tell you offensive wrestling is the hardest, most exhausting thing.
Especially if you're just running the guy over, Johnny, then he just gets up.
Nicely done. All right, into full guard here, DC. Where does she go from here?
She needs to be passing, right away passing, trying to pass to get good ground and pound off.
Oh, looked like she got that one home. Another nice strike with the ground and pound.
A lot of consistency in her ground and pound striking now.
Under 2 minutes to go in round 3. Man, Mark Coleman would be proud. Her ground and pound game is on point.
She continues to go here because it's working. Do not change anything.
Keep the pressure
She's
going.
stepping over the mount here.
Let's go.
Oh, hard ground strike there, and that one opened up a cut. Oh, how good is her submission defense there? Oh, outstanding combination of ground and pound punches here by Pennington.
That was nice.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Raquel Pennington. Oh, another strike lands from the top.
Keep those hands up. Keep those hands high.
Under a minute to go. Relentless pressure from the top by Pennington.
Posture and drops her off now.
And there you go, again, half guard.
Oh, Pennington's back in full mount.
She is so dominant from the top position. Gotta be careful here.
Pennington's able to flatten her out. I'm not sure she's going to be able to survive this position. Oh, really good strikes by her here in top position. Well, we're becoming a broken record. Another ground strike landed by her there.
Let's go. Posture and heavy shot.
Oh, that's how you do it. Postures up and lands to the head.
10 seconds left. I need you to finish.
Nice positional control here. All right, that's 3 rounds in the books. We are headed to the championship rounds.
All right, bro, you are taking way too much damage to the body. You need to wake up out there and protect your body. She's landed all these kicks to the body, punches to the body.
All right, so that's the end of the round. Lot to like in there, DC, particularly when it comes to her offensive wrestling game.
She's evolving, right? She's gotten better. She did not have this skill set before. Now you watch her and she looks like an Olympian. She looks like a girl that can wrestle at the highest levels. She scored so many takedowns in that round. Her wrestling coach
must be very proud.
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here is round 4. Fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, here we go. 4th round of a possible 5 is now underway, and now is the time, DC, where the endurance, the cardio, and the overall skills of these women figures to be tested.
Yes, both of them will be tested on the skill level, but also the mental level, the emotional level. It takes a lot to get through round 4 and 5, and both of these women are... Oh, no!
Oh, judo toss made it look easy.
Nice.
Pennington's in half guard now, making all these shots count. Oh, Pena's back in full mount.
Oh. And now she has her back.
Pena's really pressing now, and she's got her opponent's belly firmly placed on the mat.
Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Oh, Pena's has got full mount now.
You can't take all those unanswered strikes. They don't have to be that damaging.
Yeah.
You just gotta move. This is a terrible position.
Push her off. She can't hold you down.
Working out of the half guard here.
Scramble and go. Scramble and go.
Just over 3 minutes to go now. Pena's right back to the full mount. Oh, the ground and pound is there.
Beautiful transition.
Push, push, push. Get free.
All right, she postures up here, DC. We'll see if she can get those ground strikes going.
Watch for the huge elbows that she's known for.
All right, you're doing great, girl. You're doing great. Breathe and relax.
Oh, right into mount. Oh, nice headlock. Oh, it's getting very, very deep.
Oh, this might just be a matter of time. Oh, how good is that as she gets out?
She is so aware on the ground, and she escapes a deep submission attempt.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Pena. Well, submission offense is somewhat of a lost art in modern-day MMA, but she knows what she's doing, and yet the defensive fighter continues to throw.
Especially off your back. She's so good off of her back that she's giving herself a chance to get the submission. But her opponent is so gifted defensively. She's so responsible. She's doing a great job of just staying safe every time her opponent tries to submit.
Pena's in half guard.
And now she's in mount.
Oh, nice job by her to posture up there. Now we'll see if she can maintain that separation.
She has to recognize that her opponent will start trying to squirrel away now, but look for her big ground and pound. Nice transition.
All right, side control for her now, and you know how heavy she stays with all of that upper body strength. We'll see what she can do from here.
Well, she's got great...
She's got her back now.
In the half guard.
45 seconds remain in the round. Pennington's right back to the full mount here. Good ground and pound by her here. She felt like she could finish the fight with her ground strikes tonight and might be well on her way here.
I mean, John, I believe it after watching the ground and pound that she's landing in this part of the fight.
20 seconds now remain in the round.
Let's go. Counter that hook.
15 seconds.
10 seconds to
stay safe.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4.
Stop.
All right, deep breath, deep breath. Great. Last round coming up. You got 5 minutes. I want you to go out there and finish this fight. Let's put you...
All right, so we now look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. A lot of good highlights on both sides.
I mean, a lot of good highlights.
You ready to fight? Ready.
It is the 5th and final round. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. She had a lot to smile about in the previous round. Her striking absolutely on point. Gotta think she'll be able to carry that through into this round.
Why would it not be the same? She was so effective. She was flowing so well. She was in her rhythm. Why would she change it? She needs to get off the stool and go back to doing exactly what she was doing before.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, now gets an underhook to get a more dominant position. There's the double leg.
Nice takedown lands.
Oh, what a strike she just landed there from the bottom.
What a submission attempt by this grappler.
Ooh, she's got the arm isolated.
She is moving to her finisher position.
Oh, how about that? Position over submission. Probably a good decision there.
That was a slick transition.
Well, we're not close to a stoppage, but every time that area in the eye gets hit, it's getting bloodier by the minute.
Yeah, it gets bloodier by the minute, and you start to worry because you can only take these types of shots for so long before it gets to a point where you're just in very, very big danger.
Well, maybe some panic setting in for her opponent as she continues to land with the ground and pound.
She cannot deal with the pressure of the top fighter. She's so good at finding her strikes. Yes, smart adjustment, yep.
Pena's back inside control here.
Win the scramble.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in the fight. Nice ground strikes landed by her from top position now.
Hey, scramble, get up. Scramble, get up.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Pena's back in full mount. She's really accurate landing these strikes from top position. Oh, and there's another ground strike for good measure.
Relax, calm down. Protect your face. Start
All right, so her ground control is outstanding. Half guard is when she's at her most dangerous.
Yeah, she's at her most dangerous when she has the half guard because she's so brutal with the ground and pound. She likes to go after fighters and really wear on them, force them to make decisions to give their backs so that she can chase her submissions, or they're gonna lay on their back and just get beaten up from the top from that beautiful half guard position.
Pena's back in half guard, very comfortable here.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Under 2 minutes now to decide this one.
Attacking armbar.
Ooh, arms in tight.
Oh, wow.
Oh, she got out. How good is that?
Let's get to that mount now. Go.
Trying to stay heavy here as best she can. Pennington's in half guard.
She's stepping over the mount here.
All right, she's right into side control right now, and a lot of fighters would prefer the half guard, but she does some pretty good work here.
She does good work in the side control. She likes it. A lot of people will not even pass the side control anymore because it seems like you're giving your opponent an out. But she loves the fact that she has such a great guillotine, and if they turn one way, she'll attack it. So you only have one option to escape this young lady, and by going to your knees, she always throws her hooks in and just gets brutal damage off from the top position.
Oh, Pena's back in half guard. All right, nice transition into full guard. If you're the top fighter, where do you go from here?
Try to posture up, get some big ground and pound off, which will lead to you passing the half guard.
20 seconds to go in the fight. Continuing to stay busy here on the ground. Attempting a choke now. All back and forth action right till the final horn. What a tremendous finish to this one as we go the full 25 minutes. Well, what a performance by her tonight. On the biggest stage of her career by far, she's going home with a new piece of gold.
People wondered if she was ready for this. They wondered if she had the ability to shine when the lights were brightest. She did exactly that. She topped any performance she has ever had in the UFC, and she is now the new UFC champion.
The official decision is in. It resides with Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. The judges score the contest 50, 46, 49-45, and 49-45. For the winner by unanimous decision, and new undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the world, Raquel Pannie.
All right, so an incredible result in this sold-out venue tonight. We have a new UFC Women's Bantamweight Champion of the world.
She is just spectacular. A great fighter, a great champion, a woman that understands what it takes to be the best in the world. Congratulations, champ.
All right, so here he is, the former two-division UFC champion, George Rush St. Pierre. He's the most prolific takedown artist on paper in UFC history. Despite not having any amateur wrestling chops to speak of, this is a man who, at least in my mind, turned the MMA takedown into a thing of beauty.
Yes, he did. He made it all look so smooth and so great. But it was the striking of George St. Pierre that was so good that made you have to be on awareness the whole time. So as the hands flew up, George St. Pierre had the timing that was unmatched at the time in mixed martial arts. One of the first guys that was truly able to do everything. Before we had specialists, and then we had George St. Pierre, he truly changed the game.
Hall of Famer George Rush St. Pierre. He has graced the octagon with his mind set on one thing tonight, that UFC championship belt. All right, folks, here we go. All eyes are on the undisputed UFC welterweight champion. Future might be in the UFC Hall of Fame, but he certainly didn't want to hear that noise at the fighter meeting. He is focused on the present, and that is this significant challenge against the #1 contender tonight.
Yeah, he's not looking down the line. This is the guy that lives in the here and now. He told us the other day, John, that he has so many more defenses to put himself alongside the great welterweight champions, Kamaru Usman and George St. Pierre. He has got a real idea of where he wants to go, and he feels like tonight is just another step in the road to great.
And he's been inspired by all of those great welterweights that preceded him, Leon Edwards among them. Now it's his turn to shine on a big stage yet again. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight championship fight. Now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the co-main event of the evening. It's time! And now, 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Welterweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Jon Jones. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, Belal. Remember the name, Muhammad.
And there's Herb Dean. He will handle the action inside the octagon.
Good.
All right, going to be interesting to see how George St. Pierre approaches the early portions of this round. Takedown figures to be there, right? But he talked a lot about his jab and letting his striking set up his wrestling here tonight. So let us see if indeed striking is the first order of business for the all-timer George Rush St. Pierre. Nice. Oh, nice judo toss for him.
Now he's going full mount.
St. Pierre getting absolutely worked here from the top. These are some very effective ground and pound strikes. All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
All right, so inside the open guard of his opponent. You got to be careful playing around for too long here on the ground with this guy.
Great job landing from the top position.
Fighter trying to pass here, ooh, but gets denied.
Gets denied. Great job, great recognition of seeing what your opponent was trying to do.
All right, close guard now.
He passes to half guard.
St. Pierre's back in full guard. Wow, all things considered, pretty good shot from bottom position. Muhammad's back in half guard. He's very comfortable here. Trying to pass the guard here, but a nice job by the bottom fighter defensively.
Bottom fighter did a fantastic job of following with his hips, making sure he blocked any attempt to get past his guard.
Really maximizing his shots here on the ground. Man, another one lands. He's trying to pound his opponent's head through the canvas. All right, working out of side control here. His opponent trying to control posture, but you got to be careful here. Oh, good ground and pound here. Man, how fun is this to watch as he continues to dole out damage with the ground and pound.
Take it back to the days of guys like Mark Coleman, just beating people up in the ground and pound. This guy is a throwback fighter that's very fun to watch.
Yeah, the Godfather would be proud. Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Belal Muhammad. How about the speed on that reversal there? I mean, I know you can get out of some bad spots, but not with that type of speed.
You cannot allow him to get leverage on the bottom. What a sweep. You see him put himself into the half guard? Likes the control, yep. Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yep.
Lands the grounded pound strike here.
Got to be careful here. Another strike gets through from the top position.
Under a minute to go. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here.
Work. Come on, I'll stand you up. Let's work.
Well, he's got the ground and pound going now. Strong work from the top here by Belal Muhammad.
Great job finding his shots from the top position.
Oh, staying busy from top position. He lands another ground strike there. All right, half guard position here, DC. You have an extra hop in your step when you talk about fighters working out of this half guard.
Oh, man. I like half guard as a top fighter. I understand half guard as a bottom fighter. Don't want to be there. It's very dangerous. But if you are there, you have to be winning the position of the underhook. It opens up so many opportunities for you to either escape or sweep.
Take a drink of water and listen. All right, man. I want you to set those kicks up a little.
All right, that's the end of the round as we show you some of the highlights over those 5 minutes.
Ready to fight? Ready.
Second round underway. All right, DC, here we go with our next round. And how about the ground and pound skills in the previous round? His opponent better make some adjustments or Mom's not going to recognize him.
You're funny. He's got no actions to change this because this guy on top is so good with his pressure. He's not even controlling your body with his hands. That's the detail that everybody's missing. He's sitting in that half guard, and his bottom half is securing his opponent. So his top half is moving. It's adjusting. He's posting his hand on his face, dropping elbows. When he's able to pull back, he's throwing his punches. There is a real intelligence in his approach to his ground and pound. It is truly, truly great to watch. It is unbelievable to watch a guy so skilled in such an important area of fighting.
A lot of top pressure being applied here.
Inside control, you got a ton of options. He goes knees on belly.
GSP gets back up here. So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes off. All right, so some definite damage underneath the elbow now on the side of his opponent. A lot of strikes to the body starting to add up.
Yeah, a lot of strikes to the body and mixing up the attack, not being one-dimensional, not headhunting inside the octagon. I think he has fought beautifully right now, and it's starting to show itself.
Muhammad going to work here from the full guard. Nice combination of strikes, mixing it up pretty well here. Just over 3 minutes to go. Well, we told you off the top of the broadcast he could do it all, but he's leaning on the striking tonight and continues to hit his opponent really with most of what he's throwing.
Well, he can't miss. I mean, it's like the guy's throwing a baseball at the side of a barn. Everything he throws, he lands, and he's showing that he can do it, and he can do it in abundance. The pace that this young man is fighting at is truly something special.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by GSP.
Another ground and pound strike lands for this man. He's got to start throwing down.
Oh, shades of the Godfather. Oh, huge elbow. And busy as he looks to improve position here. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it, too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. All right, the referee not seeing enough action there. We go back to the center of the octagon now. Under 90 seconds to go here in the second round. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, huge shot finds the target there.
Great shot lands. Now he's got to go find that follow-up attempt. The kill shot is what they call it to go and end the fight. Big shot to the head.
Takedown defense holds up. Oh, he's got his back. All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round.
I need you to scramble.
Changing the position. Look at him attack that arm triangle on the opposite side. When it's time to finish, he will lock his hands, pass his body all the way to the opposite side, drop his chest to get all the way down to his opponent's neck to try to choke him out and finish the fight.
Oh, gives up on the submission now.
Well, he had it tight, John, but then he decided to keep the dominant position by giving it up.
Ground and pound, the hammer. Mark Coleman would be proud.
Excellent job last round. I really like your ground control. This round, we want to do the exact same thing. Let's start this off with a big takedown.
All right, so for one fighter, the round mercifully comes to an end as we look back at some of the action. What a display of ground and pound.
It's his call card. It's exactly what he's known for.
You ready to fight? Ready. Good.
Round 3 of a possible 5. All right, next round is underway. We will see if he can pick up where he left off, particularly when it comes to the ground and pound. That was vicious.
I mean, it was vicious. It was vicious. It was shades of Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Michael Johnson. Khabib Nurmagomedov versus Conor McGregor. Just able to get to a great posture, control the feet, and land every single strike with vicious intent. It's hard to do that without losing your opponent. This young man has mastered. He has mastered ground and pound fight.
While landing several strikes here from the top, standing over his opponent. Good work here by Belal Muhammad. All right, he's trying to control posture here. Now trying to hip escape.
He's just trying to move out of this position off the bottom.
While working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Muhammad.
Now he's got good body position. Yup, another one. I mean, he cannot miss from the top position.
All right, he's got the hooks in, DC, working off of his back.
Now look for him to attack the neck of his opponent to try to get the rear choke. Look at that. Recognize he was about to lose position.
All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Muhammad's in half guard. Oh, big shots from the top.
Scramble up.
Just over 3 minutes to go in round 3. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control.
He's in the mount.
All right, so yet another ground and pound strike lands right there, DC.
He's getting very active now that he knows he can land these strikes.
Posture and punch. Posture and punch.
It's work. I'll stand it up. It's work.
Good work from the top here by Muhammad. These ground strikes are starting to add up. St. Pierre's in half guard now. Working in half guard here, making these shots count. Trying to guard pass here, not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition.
Muhammad's back in half guard. Well, you know he's comfortable fighting off his back. 2 minutes remain in the round. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Belal Muhammad. Another ground and pound strike lands. Lands a strike now from the bottom. Nice work there by GSP. All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Lands with the ground and pound here. This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy, trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
Oh, he's landed a high number of total strikes here in the latter stages of this fight. He's really picked up the pace and landing far more strikes than he did in previous rounds.
Oh, nice. Nice.
45 seconds remain in the round. Oh, big left hook there. Well, he has stayed busy and he has stayed accurate. Nice combination there.
Very accurate, a lot of activity, and the hands look phenomenal tonight.
Stuffs the takedown, no problem. Oh, lands a hip toss now. Well, anytime you are in a ground fighting situation with this fighter, you're potentially playing with fire. All right, he's hanging out inside the closed guard of his opponent here, DC. You got to be careful. Muhammad's back in half guard. Final seconds of round 3. Muhammad ground and pound from half guard. He is making these shots count. All right, 3 rounds down, potentially 2 more to go. We are headed to the championship round.
Take a seat. Breathe for me. Let's slow that heart rate down. Breathe. Relax. Okay, listen. You're not tired. I know you've got more in you than that.
All right, let's look back at some of the action from that previous round, DC. How about just the efficiency when it comes to the ground and pound game?
He was able to throw at the right time, secure at the right time. He wasted no action. For me, this is the most exciting type of fight. A guy that is just dominating his opponent, really, truly putting the grind on his opponent from the top position.
Ready.
4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go, 4th round. Oh, the judo chops on full display. Beautiful hip toss to take him down.
Ronda Rousey did this for a long time, loading people up with those high amplitude throws. This young man is very well versed in this position, and he has a lot of tricks to get you to put yourself exactly where he needs you.
Well, this is a tough fighter to buck off. Very good pressure and work here by Belal Muhammad. Pretty accurate there from bottom position.
He's just being more aggressive, and because he's being more aggressive and more loose with his strikes, he's landing.
Pretty good jab there by St. Pierre. Whiffs on the straight right hand. Back and forth we go. Try to establish that jab.
Don't wait, be first.
Nice,
GSP gets caught with that punch. He'd be wise to get those hands up. True on the double leg.
Let's go. Push, push, push. Get free.
And now he's attempting to choke.
Oh, he's in trouble here, DC.
He's got the triangle with a lot of pressure going down on his opponent. Big time arm triangle situation here. He's very close to finding the finish, but he's got to take his time if he doesn't want to lose the position.
Oh, submission defense on full display there.
He said that he was very aware of what this guy brought to the octagon, and it showed in that defense.
Muhammad's got him in a crucifix. Gonna work from the top now. Print the shirts. Ground and pound. can't get it. Good awareness by the defensive fighter.
Oh, he puts his knee on belly. Beautiful ground and pound. And now he's got his opponent cut.
Oh, reverses the position now. Outstanding work on the ground by George St. Pierre.
Scramble and get up.
There it is. Now he's going to mount.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. Man, he's killing it on the ground. Another strike gets through.
Working with the elbows.
Might be able to hook onto an arm here. Oh, he's got the arm in tight. Oh, and he's out. Oh, big pop from the crowd as they get back to their feet after a pretty scintillating grappling battle there on the thus far tonight.
Big, massive shot lands. Look at how tough his opponent is, though. Still standing, still in their fight.
All right, hammer fist here by George St. Pierre. Good, solid strike on the ground. Again, not much defense there. Another ground strike gets through. Oh, that is a high-level transition to half guard, and now in a position to do a lot of damage.
Watch him sit back on the leg and land big ground and pound.
All right, looks as though that strike maybe opened up a cut around the eye area.
Yeah, it looks like that strike opened up a cut, John, but it's nothing to worry about now, but he's got to start to protect it.
Hard elbows, hard elbows.
Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options, because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands. Don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your handstand, up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control, because all you need to do is just get the opponent's...
All right, well, he's got him softened up here. St. Pierre's able to flatten him out. This could very well be the beginning of the end. Grounded him and pounded him. Nice job.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistently.
All right, so the round is over, but not before damage was done. Cut on the cheek, sustained in that round. Cut man in there quickly as usual to try to seal it up. All right, so the cut man attends to the fighter who has essentially been rendered a one-eyed fighter at this point in time. Some replays from the previous round.
Ready. Ready. Good.
Fifth and final round. Oh, how clean is that jab by Julianna? Beautiful job to split the guard. Now his opponent's really on the ropes.
His opponent's on Beat Street. He's hurt so bad. I don't know what he's going to do to stay in this fight.
Oh!
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up.
So pretty good recovery by the opponent after getting stunned pretty good. Got to capitalize on those opportunities.
I mean, you can't waste these opportunities. You don't get them as often as you'd like. So when you get a guy hurt, you got to find a way to fix the fight.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Oh, that arm triangle's wicked tight.
He's starting to get it in very deep.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
Well, not good body language from his opponent here, DC. He's curled up.
No, he's exhausted. He's been beaten.
Nicely done. All right, so look at that. A cut has been opened around that eye area.
He's taking shots over and over again to that area, and now he's dealing with a cut.
All right, he's in a half guard position here, DC, and in a good spot to dole out a lot of damage, I would think.
A lot of damage can be done from the half guard. You sit back on that leg, you press down into your opponent, you drop elbows, you drop punches. What is very key is you controlling the underhook on the far side. If you put up that underhook, your opponent can use the half guard
to build up to an elbow, sweep, or just chase down a single leg.
He's having his way with him here. Well, St. Pierre's in half guard.
Oh, right into mount.
Under 3 minutes now to go round 5.
Oh, good defense, yes.
Let's go. We got a scramble here.
Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Belal Muhammad.
The way to stay aware and stay safe defensively.
Well, he's worked very hard on this part of his game, and these ground strikes are really starting to take their toll.
Watch that hug.
Knee on belly.
Oh, his ground and pound is on full display here tonight. St. Pierre's back in full mount.
Oh, he's got to be careful there, yep.
2 minutes now to go in this one. All right, he continues to bully his opponent here, really manhandling him on the ground. Muhammad's cheek looks like it's cut. Yes, it is starting to bleed a little bit now.
That was nice.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by George St. Pierre. All right, feet on the hips here. And there it is, another strike on the ground gets through. St. Pierre's right back to the full mount. Oh, the hard ground and pound strike lands, and that has caused some swelling or so, it appears.
He's working on the armbar.
Ooh, that looks tight.
Looks like it's getting tight.
You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm, was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, we'll see if he postures up and can get some of his ground strikes going here. Well, he has expended a lot of energy going for these submissions tonight. I'm not sure his opponent is actually submittable.
No, it doesn't seem like it, because every time he goes for a submission, he gets close, or at least he expects to get close. But his opponent is so on his game that he's not giving him much to work with. This has been a beautiful display of grappling offensively, but also defensively.
Muhammad's looking to pass from full guard into half guard here, but he's denied. Well, the striking clinic continues, and he's wise to attack that already damaged area upstairs.
He's attacking that damaged area for the opponent. He's got to get that head moving on an axis. He cannot be straight.
Nice judo toss for him there. Final 10 seconds of the fight. We'll see how the judges saw it. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest, 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world, Belal, remember the name, Muhammad.
All right, so there he is. He came in the hunted. He remains as such. Congrats to the still UFC welterweight champion. Big effort out of the incumbent here tonight.
He has so much pride in being the UFC champion, and you see it in the effort that he puts in retaining his title. One of the best welterweight champions in UFC history.
You ready to fight? Ready.
The flyweight queen, Valentina Shevchenko, one of the few fighters that DC actually gets starstruck around, and she is back on the proving ground tonight against Taila Santos, the very woman who gave her, arguably, her toughest defense to date.
It was the first time we've ever seen it. There was a time where we lauded someone winning a round against Valentina Shevchenko. And we go back to Singapore, and Taila Santos had won 3 rounds, or 2 rounds on judges' scorecards as we went to the championship rounds. She is so big and powerful and carries a cut. And we go back to Singapore, and Taila Santos had won 3 rounds, or so about herself that she can, within moments of becoming the UFC champion.
Oh, great block there. Nice job to land the straight punch there. So you thought maybe she'd go for the takedown after catching the leg. Instead, decides to go back to her bread and butter, her striking, and certainly found the target there. Well, her opponent is squirming, and this might be the beginning of the end. The ground and pound strikes continue to land at will.
She's landing them over and over again. She needs to make sure that when she's chasing the finish, she doesn't get excited and lose the position.
Nice ground strikes landed by her here from top position.
She's so busy because it's working. She's doing a great job of landing those ground strikes. And now she's in mount.
That opened up a cut around her eye area. Got to shore up the defense.
Yeah, she's got to move her head. She has not moved her head effectively, and now she's dealing with the cut.
Oh, nice job by her there. You see how strong she is. Her opponent's trying to control posture, unable to do so.
Now she can get to work and put the money in the bank with that ground and pound.
Money in the bank. Well, she'll ground you and she will pound you. These strikes are really starting to add up.
They're starting to add up because now she's more willing to take chances knowing that she can land.
Well, ground and pound 101, and now you start to see some swelling appear. Lands a big elbow there.
Nice.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Santos. Working inside the half guard of Taila Santos. All right, she's got her in the north-south position now, DC. If you're the bottom fighter, nothing advantageous about it.
It's not a good position to be in when you're...
Oh, going for the armbar now. That might be tight.
What a tight armbar.
Oh, somehow she gets out.
I thought it was over. I thought it was over, but that's one thing you know. Never underestimate these fighters in their submission defense.
Outstanding pressure from top position here by Shevchenko. Oh, that's a nice job by her there to reverse the position on the ground.
She was in trouble. Now she is the one handing out the punishment. Great change of position very quickly.
Oh, more of the same. She lands again, and the swelling continues to increase on her opponent.
Man, she's so fast. She's so good at targeting certain areas of her opponent's head. And now you see that swelling starting to advance.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Santos.
She has no answer, so continue to feed her the question. Right hand after right hand from the top position.
45 seconds to go here in round 1. Man, she's making these ground strikes count. All right, she's got her in a crucifix from top position here, DC. What are you trying to do with your legs to maintain control of that arm?
You know, you got to take the knee, slide it over the top of one of the arms so that when they're bridging and turning, the arm is just going up and down your shin.
Blocked by your ankle, blocked by your knee. That's...
Santos going for an arm here. Oh, she's got the arm.
She's got it isolated, John.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back up.
I mean, how about those 5 minutes, DC? One of the best rounds of the year.
All right, take a seat, relaxa, respira. Olha, você está sendo muito agressivo na luta, tá? Eu tenho que você conseguir.
All right, big round for her there. Let's look back at some of the...
You ready to fight? Ready.
All right, round 2. All right, so here we go with our next round. Is that a huge strike right there, DC?
Great shot landed. Now she's got to go chase her down and get another one off to finish the fight.
Oh, nice job defensively there to get the guard up. Shot is blocked by Santos. She's starting to put together some significant body work here, and these are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. Lead kick landed there by Santos.
Look at how she drives her knee right into her opponent's midsection.
And that one certainly found the target.
Oh, big stick up top. That's another one.
Well, she told us coming in that the body strikes and the body work would be a big cornerstone of her game plan in this fight. And you see the numbers there, bottom of your screen. That absolutely tells the story. No one's going to accuse her of being a headhunter here tonight. She has worked that body to great effect. She's going back to that patented straight right hand, unable to connect. Well, you know she can do it all in the octagon. Tonight, she is largely a striker, and man, has she had it going really from the opening bell.
From the start of the fight, you could see that she was different tonight. You could see that she was going to lean on the cardio, set a high pace, and hope that her opponent could not keep.
Oh, she is wobbled now.
Oh, big right hand. Oh, nice elbow.
Shot by her there. I'm not sure her opponent knows where she is. She's in the octagon still.
She can't possibly know where she is right now after taking such a massive head kick.
Just over 3 minutes now to go in round 2. And now they are throwing both sides with conviction.
Oh, guillotine, guillotine here. It's tight.
Good job by the champ there. Sliding back out.
All right, so her submission attempt is denied yet again. She's going to keep going for it, but the defense has held up every step of the way thus far.
She has to. She has to keep going for it. Because if she wants a chance, she's got to keep trying to throw up submissions. Unfortunately, she is trying to submit one of the best grapplers in the division.
Well, working pretty effectively from the top here. Nice ground and pound by Valentina Shevchenko.
Beautiful transition.
That's really good defensive awareness by the opposition. She's not going to get submitted here. Pretty good offense from the bottom fighter as she lands again. Good job by her here to land some strikes from top position. Good fight here, under 2 to go.
Let's go. I want you to get that side control.
All right, so just as we saw in the previous round, she is realizing a lot of success with her kickboxing game tonight, and you can see the confidence growing with every strike landed.
It's overwhelming for her opponent to be in there with her when she's in this flow state. She's so good at everything she's doing that now the activity is starting to pick up. If she can continue to fight in this way, I wouldn't be surprised if this fight gets finished.
Relax, relaxa, respira.
Oh, she did it again, targeting that swelling. Why would you not?
I mean, why not? It's worked, and it's worked beautifully. She's done everything correct in this fight, and she really has pulled ahead.
All right, so she lands another ground and pound strike here. We'll see if she can keep this activity up moving forward.
She's got to put a little more out there because now she knows that she can land.
Good work from the top here by Santos. Shevchenko's eye is essentially swollen shut at this point in time, and I'm not sure there's any end swell in the building that's going to open that eye back up. They might stop this fight.
Nice transition.
All right, 45 seconds now to go in the round. Santos is right back to the full mount here.
She is so dominant from the top position.
Relaxa, relaxa.
Oh, she's got her back.
In the half guard.
Final seconds. Santos grounded down from half guard now. All right, round 3 coming up next. Heading back to the corner now, and however deliberately, Shevchenko's eye is worse for wear. That's completely swollen shut at this point in time. You know the ringside physician is going to come in and take a look, but you got to think the vision, at least in that eye, is completely compromised at this point in time. Well, I'm just not sure how many more strikes she can take to that swollen area as they attend to her. We'll get...
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here we go with this 3rd round of this championship fight. Shoots up there, probably her best strike of the fight.
Her best strike, and you don't see this type of power normally in this weight class, but she lands, and she lands very effectively.
You cannot take those leg kicks clean like that.
Oh, beautiful. Straight left hand. Santos' kick blocked. Oh, nice jab.
Nice shot there by the champ.
Oh, there's a takedown attempt. Well, not just a high output fight to this point, but a high accuracy fight as well. Both fighters have absorbed a lot of damage thus far.
These two women have both fought so valiantly. They have really laid it out on the line tonight, and it's made for a very fun fight.
Oh, rips the body shot there.
Great job landing the left hand.
Nicely done as she closes the distance to attain the single collar tie. Patented front kick there by Santos. Takedown defense is there. Oh, and now you really are starting to see the damage inflicted by the opponent all over that left thigh.
What a beautiful leg kick that landed there.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Another kick to the leg now lands. Beautiful work as usual on the feet by Valentina Shevchenko. Oh, there's that switch kick. We passed the midpoint here of the fight.
Watch out, maintain your distance.
Leg kick checked by Santos.
She's got the single collar tie.
Wow, is she applying a lot of pressure here? I'm not sure how much her opponent can take. Clear sense of urgency here as she tries to make sure the judges stay out of it.
That one snuck in. Nice strike.
Guillotine jump.
Oh, she's out. Well, pretty good work off of the bottom here by Santos. Continues to apply pressure here in half guard. Oh, great reversal to top position by her there. Really high-level stuff by Santos. Nice positional control here.
Yes, smart adjustment, yup.
Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Santos. Well, she's staying busy, continuing to land ground strikes. There's another one. pretty good job there posturing up and landing with the ground and pound. She has been very efficient in this situation tonight.
Very efficient and very accurate. Hats off to her.
Oh, nice strike on the ground for her.
Oh.
45 seconds remain in the round.
Work that ground and pound.
And plenty of time with which to work. 30 seconds to go in the round.
She's targeted that cut and doing a great job of getting to it with those nasty ground and pound strikes.
Well, the ground and pound has been on point tonight. Good work here by Santos. And there she goes again, landed another strike on the ground. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, heading back to the corner now after that round. And Shevchenko's eye is wearing it, folks. Visible damage. Now looks like it might even be completely shut. So we'll see if the cut man can do anything about it. But I wouldn't be surprised to see the doctor stop this fight here between rounds. Well, at some point, she's going to have to shore things up defensively. Let us get you some replays and show you some strikes that led to all that damage.
Just beautiful striking on display, but it's easy to look like this whenever your opponent just refuses to move their head. She was able to land at will, and now you see all that swelling on her opponent's face.
We have arrived at the 4th round, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. Oh, what a strike by her there. I'd be knocked out. Her opponent still standing.
She's still standing, but she's got to get on her bike, John. She's got to get out to the center of the octagon, find some space so that she can evade her opponent from finishing her. Oh, my goodness.
Shevchenko gets caught with that punch. Got to shore up the defense here. Oh, she just continues to land a high volume of strikes here. Oh!
She's got her in a lot of trouble.
Oh, both landed. Oh!
Very good.
No idea how these two women are standing. They are both landing massive shots. She gets to the single collar tie. Look to move the opponent. Pull the head down and try to wear on her gas tank.
All right, so a lot of blood becoming a factor now as she continues to attack that cut.
You know, I remember when the cut first happened, you saw her smile. Like, okay, I got it now. Now I'm in.
All right, referee steps in here, and I think it's the right time to do so. He's going to call on the doctor to look at that swelling around the eye. We'll see if she is allowed to stay in this fight.
She wants to fight, but I don't know if she's going to be able to continue. There's a lot of swelling around that eye.
Doctor pulls the referee aside. It looks as though the fight at least is going to continue for now.
It's going to continue for right now, but she has got to get going. She will not have much time in this fight because it's only going to get worse.
Ready.
All right, so the ref will get the action back underway after that brief health and safety check. And to no one's surprise, the fans support the decision for the action to continue.
Absolutely. I mean, this official decided you can go. Even though at times the fighter may question whether or not he can do it, we have very smart ringside officials that make a determination, and the determination is get your butt out there and fight. Let's see what happens.
And we have a very smart fighter who is going to have to start protecting that injury to prevent it from getting any worse. Big bruise starting on the right side of her body, not good. We march on, 3 minutes to go.
Good jab there by the champion. It's a beautiful, fast-foot jab with meaning. Oh! She's in a ton of trouble here.
Very good. Keep going. Foi muito bom.
That was a big check.
Uppercut lands. Oh, and a switch kick to the body for good measure. Nice work there by Santos. All right, so some adversity for her here. Looks like she has been opened up around that eye.
Anything worth having will not be easy, but she's got to protect that cut because it will get worse if she continues to get hit on it.
Stuffs that takedown attempt without issue. these two women separate from the clinch. Maybe the shot she's thrown tonight. Her opponent's hurt.
Beautiful placement on that hook. What a great job of finding such a massive shot. Oh, landed some big shots, too.
Well, we could be looking at an epic comeback here. She rocked her significantly, but wasn't able to finish the fight, and now her opponent maybe creeps back in.
Her opponent will now try to find a way to work her way back into this fight. It will be on her to once again land one of those brutal punches to try to knock her out this time.
Well, let's see if she goes back to the hook again. Obviously, there will be a setup. She'll work off of the jab and go back to trying to punctuate the combination with a hook. Man, that thigh is starting to show some sign. All right, so no surprise to see the referee call for the ringside physician. Gonna come take a look at that damage more closely.
So much damage, J.A. This fight is done.
And that doctor is not here to make friends. That is the end of the fight. She will live to fight another day, but certainly an unfortunate ending to this one.
The right decision was made, for sure.
All right, the official decision is in. Here's Bruce Buff.
Ladies and gentlemen, the doctor has called a stop to this fight, declaring the winner by TKO and new undisputed UFC Flyweight champion of the world, Taila.
So how about this, champ? We got a new UFC Women's Flyweight champion. Can DC get an invitation to the after party,
I'm just trying to show up, baby. I've already started to push my chair back away from the table. I want to celebrate with the champ. She had a party in the octagon tonight, and it will continue at the after party. Good job, champion. Great job. Congratulations.
All right, so here he is on this night or any other. He's one of the best heavyweights in the world, the former champion Stipe Miocic. How about the wins list? Francis Ngannou Jr., Dos Santos, Alistair Overeem, and he's looking to reel in another big one here tonight.
And every one of those guys was him defending the championship, John. That goes to tell you the murderer's row that he had to go through to hold on to that UFC heavyweight championship. A phenomenal boxer, a phenomenal wrestler, great cardio, the new breed of heavyweights that has shot to the top of the world, Stipe Miocic.
Amazing to think where he was after his first UFC main event against Stefan Struve in 2012. Has been largely perfect ever since. All eyes on Stipe yet again here tonight. Stipe Miocic has stepped into the octagon. This time he wants to leave with that championship belt. So here he is, one of the consensus greatest of all time, the newly minted UFC heavyweight champion, Jon Bones Jones. And I think by and large, this sport is better when he is in it. Tonight, he tries to successfully defend his UFC heavyweight title.
Yeah, Jon Jones at heavyweight is something that we have waited for a really long time. And to say that he delivered would be a massive understatement as he won the fight in the way that he did. Jon Jones, once again, building on such a strong legacy.
You guys relish fight night as much as Jon Jones. You see him grinning ear to ear as soon as he hits the tunnel. We'll see how it goes in title defense number 1. Jon Jones, we are set for a main event of the evening. Our tale of the tape for this heavyweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the former UFC heavyweight champion, Stipe Miocic. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the former UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Jones.
One of the best in the business, Herb Dean, is our referee tonight. All right, folks, I can barely sit still. This is as big a heavyweight fight as we can put together. Jon Jones taking on the consensus greatest big man in UFC history, Croatia's Stipe Miocic.
Yeah, this is going to be a phenomenal fight. You have two of the GOATs, the greatest heavyweight of all time versus the greatest light heavyweight of all time. How does Miocic handle the range of Jon Jones? How does Jones handle the power and the high-level boxing of Stipe Miocic? This is a dream matchup. We have wanted to see this for so long. It finally happened right now.
Stipe circling towards the left now.
Oh, nice jab, nice stick.
Missed on the right hand.
Oh, nice kick.
All right, early action here in the heavyweight division, and there's Stipe Miocic finding a home for that pull right hand roll.
He does it really well. He baits you into throwing something, and the moment you throw, he slips and he lets the right hand fly. He did it constantly against Francis Ngannou in the first fight. It has become one of his better strikes throughout his UFC career.
Big right hand.
They're so evenly matched.
Oh, man, as effective as straight punches we've seen all night.
Huge straight punch lands, and he's got it hurt very bad. Oh, just opening up on him now. Beautiful.
All right, so you got to be careful playing on the ground with this guy. You don't want to mess around for too long. Side control now, DC. A lot of options at his disposal from here. Just over 3 minutes to go in our first round.
Get that wrist control for me.
Jones is able to make a nice transition there back into side control. All right, half guard form here, and a lot of offensive options, I would think, at his disposal.
Oh, he's got a ton of options. He has submission options, but I believe the safest option for him here is going to be to use his ground and pound. Build a base, posture up, throw big strikes, get back in position, build posture again, throw big strikes, and just really wear him down with a really secure position in half guard.
Good movement on the ground here defensively by Miocic. Split the guard beautifully there. All right, working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Well, the ground and pound has been working for him. Nice job here by Jones. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, you gotta love the ground and pound strikes here. Past the 2-minute mark in round one. Lands with the ground and pound. All right, a good ground and pound by him here, certainly staying busy, and not just busy, but effective.
You can just throw punches to keep the referee off of you. This guy is throwing punches to be effective, to throw damaging strikes. He's doing a fantastic job.
Oh, that Kimura looks tight.
Nice transition between Kimura to armbar.
Well, he's out. The fight's going to continue.
Oh, my goodness. I thought it was over. I thought this fight was over. Now he's going full mount. Oh, now he's going to find himself in a little more danger. That was a slick transition. Oh, he got to the spot.
Oh, nice movement to avoid that strike coming down. Looks like he's got a couple hooks in here, DC, and defensively, you better be careful. Another ground and pound strike lands. And how much more can he take?
In the half guard.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. Stipe's back in half guard, very comfortable here. Waning seconds here of this opening round. Royce out for the end of round one. All right, so that's the end of the round. Pretty significant damage done in that round. Cut on the cheek, sustained there from that strike. Now the cut man's got to get in there and close that thing up. Better to be below the eye than above it, sure. But nonetheless, this could be a factor now moving forward. All right, so let us now check out some of the action in that round, DC. There was a whole lot of it, including a stunner upstairs that nearly closed the show.
It was a lot of action. It was back and forth action, but the big moment was that big strike to the head that landed, that put him on wobbly legs, and then survived.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Round two underway.
Nasty body kick downstairs.
Very nice leg kick there by Jones.
Another one.
Nice jab by the heavyweight Miocic.
Keep going with that.
Sneaky body kick lands under the elbow.
Stay heavy on that cut. Let's go. Hit it.
Oh, nice land there by Johnny Bones. Mike Winklejohn told me before the fight you haven't seen 30% of what Jon Jones does in the gym, and starting to show you some of those new wrinkles here tonight. Leg kick is true.
You don't really stand after you take a head kick like this. That is such toughness to even be on his feet right now.
Well, no denying that he rocked him, but couldn't quite get the finish.
He hurt him real bad, but he couldn't find the shot that would put him to sleep. He threw a lot of punches, but he couldn't get the one to land on the button that would end the night.
Miocic gets the takedown. Nice entry on that attempt. Constantly a moving target. All right, trying to pass here as Glover Teixeira might...
Guillotine. Oh, it's getting deep.
He might get a finish here. Oh, hang on a second. He escapes.
What a tremendous job. You saw his hands immediately go to the inside. Attack the lock, create some space, roll to your back, give up the mount, but live to fight another day.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Jones. And there it is, another strike. Gets through. Huge elbow there.
Gotta be careful here.
Oh, great ground shot there, and that one opened him up.
Oh, nice right hand by the champ, yeah.
Really good job to land these strikes from top position. If you're the bottom fighter, DC, what do?
You got to move, you got to shrimp, you got to get off of the hip to try to move your opponent off of you or pull him down to close the space.
This pace is just absurd, and he has kept it up throughout the fight. Shades of Max Holloway against Calvin Kattar, punches and punches.
I mean, being there, watching Max Holloway do what he did was super impressive. So to even list this performance alongside that tells you how this guy is fighting tonight. He's got to be careful here.
Looks to me like he's got that submission close.
Starting to get deep. Looks like he's going to get the finish. All these actions, though, these big actions, got to wear on the gas tank of both guys.
All right, we'll see if he can apply pressure inside his opponent's guard here, DC. Beautiful strike there as he continues to attack that cut. Cut man's going to have some work to do if we get to the stool between rounds.
But that's why we got the best in the business. We got the best cut men in the business, and they are going to need him right now because this cut is getting worse, and it's only going to continue to get worse because he has got a killer in front of him.
Oh, nice.
Under a minute to go here in our second round. Oh, and he's able to land a strike there from the bottom. Nicely done by the heavyweight Miocic. Ground and pound strike there now. Oh, and another punch on the ground gets through. May need some defense here. Miocic is in half guard. Continuing to work out of the half guard.
Beautiful ground strikes landed.
These ground strikes really started to add up. There's another one.
Win the scramble! Win the scramble!
Seconds winding down in round two. And the horn sounds on round two. All right, so the round is over, and you see some obvious bleeding now. Looks like the cut is on the nose. Yes, it is. Cut man will try to get in there and shut it, but of course, as soon as he absorbs a strike this next round, that thing could reopen. Certainly bears watching here moving forward. All right, let us get you some replays after that round, and he is definitely dealing with a damaged nose now. We'll see if we can isolate.
You ready to fight? Ready.
Here we go, third round of this championship fight. Nice jab there by Johnny Bone. Well, he keeps going back to the well with that left hand, just out of range. Oh, nice job to land the front kick there by Jones. All right, so that opened up a cut around his eye area.
He hasn't moved his head well. He was taking shots too clean, and now a cut is opened up.
Elbow there blocked by Jones. All right, so the unofficial numbers thus far, 114 total strikes landed for Johnny Bones Jones. And landing at a 54% clip tonight against Stipe Miocic. Well, he continues to offer up the kick here, but just misses with that one. Oh, and there's the double leg takedown, DC. That is just too good, too easy.
Too good, too easy. The timing was just too good. Before he could even defend, he's already off his feet, going backwards. It's hard to run backwards, and that's what happens when this guy hits his double leg.
All right, working inside the closed guard now. This is no safe place against this opponent. And busy as he looks to improve position here.
I mean, at this point, you just have to do something. You know, you have to maybe start trying to pull guard, grab him, pull him into you to try to change it and get him in your realm where you have the advantage.
3 minutes to go in round three. Jones is in half guard. Staying offensive off of his back as he lands a strike from the bottom position. Oh, these are some serious power punches from the top by Jones. We have crossed the midpoint of this fight.
Watch the arm here.
Oh, that's tight. Arm still not out of harm's way yet.
Look at all the pressure on the arm.
Jon Jones back with style points tonight.
Jeez Louise.
Wow, an unbelievable result here tonight by way of submission, and he bided his time there. He stayed patient, waited for an opening, and then when it was there, he certainly capitalized to get the tap here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
Just watch how slowly he approaches the submission, though. He never rushes. He takes his time, but it's his trickiness. It's his ability to trick people into going to the floor with him that puts them in danger and finishing fights.
All right, let's go inside the octagon where Bruce Buffer has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 2 minutes, 43 seconds of round number 3. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC heavyweight champion of the world, Jon Jones!
All right, so Jon Jones, your winner tonight by submission, and this sort of dovetails with a lot of what you were saying this week. You felt like the grappling advantage was such that a submission could materialize, and Johnny Bones closes the show.
Jones is a good wrestler, so he uses that wrestling to put himself in position to chase a submission victory. We have seen this before in big moments, and tonight he does it again and gets another sub.